opened up a little bit more, right? We've seen Domination played, we've seen
God damn it.
and now Convoy.
Not that it matters anyways, I just upload to YouTube and the raw VODs anyways. Sorry, YouTube.
Choice of any of the game modes that they want here, and honestly,
there goes the PG. What, did I already curse?
Find a perfect map for them.
Will you slam the fart? What is a slam the fart? What does that mean?
We might end up if Rad can take this next match with yet another.
What is slam the fart?
Virtus Pro rematch. If Virtus Pro can make it through that lower bracket, but there are plenty more games to go. We have that lower bracket game coming up later, but first, can Rad close this out, or will Berber be taking us to a?
What do you mean slam the fart?
Find out after this short break.
I refuse to elaborate. Oh, okay. I mean, you got me curious. Like, I'm just wondering what it is. Lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. Are you guys just referencing literature now, or is this just a meme? Want to tongue punch your fart box? Oh no. Not this. Not this, dude. What in the fucking... Wait, is this also a reference? Are you guys referencing Pirate Software's Furry Talks or something? I'm actually so lost. You said effing? No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never cursed. I've never cursed. I am such a PG streamer here. This is such a unbelievably positive environment. All I do is spread amazing emotions, keep everything. This is a safe space. No cursing, no triggering words, you know? I don't fucking cuss. Blade Runner final scene. Wait, I haven't seen the original. Wait. Wait, Tom Cruise is in the original? Is that Tom Cruise? Or is that Howard, whatever his name is, from, Oh, that's the guy from Indiana Jones. Wait, he was in Blade Runners? Harrison Ford. I need to watch the original Blade Runner. I need to watch Blade Runner 1982, actually, yeah. I watched the newest one with Ryan Gosling, whatever the hell his name is. What? Why are you fail fishing me? What do you mean? I'll watch it eventually. It's a classic. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I actually do want to watch it. I watched Blade Runner on my flight to China last time. 2017 Blade Runner. But I watched it like over the course of 5 hours because I kept falling asleep. Failfish because you thought Ford was Cruise? Well, it looked like it from that image. Like, it looked like him, right? Didn't it? Like, look, if I pause on that scene, doesn't it look like Tom Cruise here? Like a little bit? Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look like Tom Cruise. A tad. See? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not modern day Tom Cruise, but like young Tom Cruise, you know? Tom Cruise young. You don't see it? You don't see it?
Rad have 1 foot in the door already.
Come on, man.
For the mid-season finals.
Come on, man. What do you mean you don't see it?
EMEA
Nope, that's Han Solo. Okay, I mean, it
win,
is obviously, but it's just like it looks like him.
The whole distance, which after that win against
also,
BT,
he was also in the
ago,
retake anyway, right? Or the remake.
Themselves as a name and a force to be reckoned with for EMEA.
Wait, was Blade Runner 2017 supposed to be a sequel?
That they're able to take that first map on, they're taking us to Hell's Haven and a bit more domination.
And Brad very much came in here saying when we
mild take, I enjoyed Solo Story.
Want revenge against Berber Patch,
I don't know what Solo Story is.
To play against them over Virtus Pro.
It was a sequel. Oh, okay, that explains why I was so confused.
For Fight Night, and
it's interlinked.
Creeping towards it. Hell's Heaven being the next map. Domination, a little more brawly. We're seeing a lot more value onto these big team fight ultimates.
It was the Han Solo movie.
Oh, open as terms of these objectives actually being wide open spaces.
You gotta watch the original.
Black Panther could get a little less value as everyone will be a bit more spread out.
1 sec, I'm gonna go get another caffeine energy drink because I'm fucking exhausted. Be right back.
In case of emergency. Another thing that we didn't really highlight towards the end of Araco is the vanguards, right? I think we saw Trust Me finding so much value with the group with the Strangling Prisons and also Rajao swapping over towards the Thing. But honestly, it was such a massive brawl. It was hard to keep tabs on all of the individuals outside of those big strategist ultimates. I think we're just going to see more of the same here. Like, this is a position that we have seen Berber Patapim in. They were in this spot yesterday against Virtus Pro, but it was that Hell's Heaven win where they're able to just come back in overtime on that second point. It really gave them momentum into that final map of Midtown yesterday against Virtus Pro that ended up giving them the series win. So really there is a chance to buckle up here and fight. It's going to be nervous. There's going to be players that are really feeling it, but I imagine that with certainly the coach of Salah, he's very good in those moments of making sure that people remain composed and focused, and this is still within reach.
It is still possible for either of these teams, and Berber, they've shown that they have what it takes in these high-profile moments. They talked about it. They believed that they got out-drafted yesterday versus Virtus Pro, but they were still able to bring it back with just a couple last-minute adjustments. And then in their words, then we were like, wait, we can win this, and hyper-commit, recovering, keeping everything stable. But Rad, they have shown that when it comes to stability, they seem to be one of the top teams where they have heavy momentum, and once they start getting control of something, they almost never let it go.
Yeah, sort of looking, well, we're going to go into the game now, but I wanted to sort of look at the drafts as well that we have been seeing out of Rad. They went back to the whole, like, Loki first ban, Wolverine first ban, and then to protect them to Loki themselves. I mean, they got their money's worth from level 1 Crook with how he was able to play it, and the Strange to just rely on it as and when needed was really key. Stopped Berber Patapim taking out too many of the Vanguards, and well, the Magneto first ban has been consistent from Berber Patapim. They haven't really alterated or changed anything about it. Rad now finding a little bit more success off that first ban, going to lock in the Loki.
Let's see what they go for here. Berber thinking about that Luna. It did give them a lot of protection in the games where they have been able to grab a hand of it. And of course, it very much threatens someone like a Human Torch, like a Psylocke. It puts a lot of pressure on Rad to start targeting, but they are sticking to their guns. They are going to create the first ban, not on Loki, but on the Punisher, because they know the Berber Patapim are currently threatening a lot of these Vanguards. So taking it away gives them more freedom to try and take Berber in these more brawl-like fights that they seem to like to do.
Ooh, interesting. This is very, very different from what Rad have done before, because it typically has been if you ban out the Loki or any strategist first, that you would go protect it first. So maybe feeling a little bit nervous here as Captain America is going to be this next ban out on the side of Berber Patapim. Now this next one is going to be at the same time.
Back.
Not going to see the mirror copies, but Wolverine, I think
we're back
very, very quickly on the side of
Bobby, I got it. Don't worry. Interlinked.
It's
interlinked. It's interlinked. Interlinked. What are we on now? Rad's banning out the Wolverine again. This is the same shit from last game, isn't it? They just banned Wolverine sooner? Oh, no, they didn't ban Wolverine last map. I mean, not Wolverine, sorry, Punisher. The cells interlinked. Yes. What was the point of the ad? With the naked girl? Anyways, lock in. Berber Patapim banning out Adam Warlock. So both teams reacting to each other's gameplay.
I mean,
oh no, wait.
More stress to deal with, less stress to deal with.
The Punisher was not played last game. I'm stupid. It was the map before then, which Berber.
I imagine the other one would get banned out
towards
what? The end here, unless there's some other tricks up Rad's sleeve.
Oh, Mag's getting through right now. That's why they're banning the Punisher.
Looking at Magneto, so they can get at least a one-sider here. So now the question is,
bait them into playing Punisher or to playing Magneto? Is that a thing? Hold up. Hold up. Yo, Loki, I don't think you need to protect Magneto unless you're really getting fucked tank-wise.
Are all available. The classic Berber backline
Emma ban.
comp. But Rad have decided that they would rather take more brawly fights and would rather have control over that Emma so that they can try and stun out. We know from Virtus Pro that Emma can trade out Magneto quite effectively and can lock down the Captain America if they're able to land that carbon crush. Rad decide that they'd rather fight in a melee style as opposed to just trying to brawl out and remove some of these backline divers.
Yeah, I think Patapim's won the draft here. If it was just off this alone, I think that final move was as checkmate almost, because you have to ban out the Emma Frost because you don't want to.
So this is not the last game of the day in EMEA, right? We still have one more.
Do a little bit more damage. Means that he's going
VP versus
more lethal with those approaches. But you've given
Z10.
Captain America in a game mode.
And then tomorrow is lower finals and then grand finals.
And just be as irritating as ever. The Poly Pokey duo is definitely real. But saying that, Tetcher,
Angry Dog. We're going to Hell's Heaven.
Semi-available for them in the last game over on our
Game 4.
and it didn't work.
Rad on map point now. No more Adam Warlock comp. That is not allowed. That's illegal. Illegal.
Now they want to have a strong start because they could be in free fall.
Wait, was Torch banned? Torch is not banned, right?
They don't get this first point of Hell's Heaven on lock.
Speaking of pressure, we're seeing Berber Patapim going for a little bit less.
Low-key Torch is was kind of overrated, I feel like.
Rocket, Ford of Rocket's packed lunch for that 25 extra armor, whereas Rad, they did take the time to make sure that
Black Panther for Berber. And now you don't have Adam. You have Invis to deal with it a little bit. And Melio on
And Tanuki is on the Black Panther now.
Ultron. Is that enough?
It's like, it's my time. If I have to rely on my comfort, I'm gonna go for
I mean, this is gonna be AIDS. Counter dive versus dive. Let's go, baby.
Across the Atlantic. Rajaro trying to find connections onto him.
Melio found Pokey early. Nice job for Melio.
Regardless, it is
The Melio hard carry.
over on towards Pokey. And almost halfway to building up that Rage of Ultron. It's only Trust Me that's actually beating him out with not only
He's dead? Jesus Christ. I mean, this is AIDS, bro. They're just crazy hard to play against. Let's get scrappy. They're just surrounded. Oh my. He killed himself and Pauly. Could he have maybe not done that? I think it was a bit of tough angle to do it from, I guess. But they definitely needed him in that fight. I mean, he still have point control, though. The Dagger Storm, not enough to keep Rajaro healthy. Just trust me. And they get a point.
But he's not going to be able to get the pick. And actually, in fact, Rad have lost the point. So Naga's found himself in a little bit of no man's land. Wants to try to dive out and get out of the way, but he doesn't quite realize that behind him, somebody else was looming. Rajaro swapping over towards the thing.
We take our fish oil. Dives coming through.
For a little bit more freedom in these
nope, go far side. Okay. Classic.
Must have a better plan this time.
They're also on the thing now instead of Doctor Strange.
Tanuki has been able to find the freedom just due to the cooldowns that being in favor of Berber Patapim. The thing, Yancy Street Charge does ground dashes, stops that Black Panther from moving on through. You can
preemptively dash away. Tanuki just going out to hide.
They have to wait for it to expire. There's also the potential knockdown.
Everybody's looking, dude. This is just looks, and then they just get slam dunked by Meteor M because they're too busy looking at Tanuki. Oh God. Honestly, I definitely favor Berber without the Adam Warlock on the other side right now.
Just as he had the dance of the butterfly,
in the Mantis. The Mantits.
They still haven't quite taken the point. Is it still ticking up in favor of Berber Patapim? Invisible boundary. Tanuki's just going to.
I mean, look how early they have to ult just to even get into the choke.
Build up some of those cooldowns again and go for another engagement in the future. Pauly with a freedom charge is going to have just basically
chuck him out there.
Kicked out of him. The bastard's going to come in and
big clobbering time. But they've already lost Crook and Fate, so no healers. So they just lose. Honestly, at this rate, maybe just going for a full dive thing is going to be better for them. Melio's going over to Psylocke. Yeah, I think they're just giving up too much space. Maybe. Kind of makes sense. I mean, I don't think your backline's gonna be able to live versus this. It's Cap, Psylocke, fucking Black Panther, and you don't have the Adam Warlock anymore. Even with the Ultron stuff. It is just so annoying. And also, you got Pokey back on his best hero. Oh, Crook with a big push. Hold up. Wait a second. No, it doesn't matter. They did get point, though. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Cap. Okay.
But he's still able to move himself around to catch on to Melio. Contest from Rajaro.
I mean, it's just it's over, no? Yeah, go next round. Go next round. Speaking of go next round, 1 second. I'm gonna go get something.
Able to take that first point, only losing a little bit of percentage in the meanwhile.
Portal Bird to get onto that point for that initial engage and just immediately appearing into a Dance of the Butterfly. Berber Patapim were just more than prepared for a defense. And right now, Rad, in comparison, where Berber have to take more staggered fights on a Rako, there's counter strategy for that Black Panther. I was apparently way wrong, even with the open space. Tanuki's just having a lovely time knowing exactly where to position to get the lineups. They're just sweeping through over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, you're sort of right that this...
We are so mank. All right.
And being able to just earthbound Tanuki to stop those...
Honestly, looking pretty good right now for... for Berber.
Providing so much space for Pokey to be doing the heavy...
What map are we on now? Is this the one that's open?
And he's taking, you know, he's having the ever-living daylights just
I forgot. Or is this the... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh, God. This could be better for the BP. This is like the BP. This is the best round for the BP, no? Maybe the other one's still better, actually. Because the angles are a little bit more obvious. Okay, yeah, the other map's a little bit better for BP. This one is still pretty good, though. Actually, I don't know. We always see BP dominate on this map. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's fine? Oh, no, it's not fine. Melio's dead. It's the moving one. Classic.
Silent seduction used pretty early on, and
but so since you're the coach for new LNL, Yoink Conda, what would you guys do versus this? Match? This just feels AIDS to play without the Adam Warlock stuff. I mean, you can play the Ultron stuff, but that was just getting deleted too. They're on the Hulk now instead.
They've decided to adjust. Rajiro's moving over to the EMEA. Try and lock.
They were definitely doing a lot better because they could just have multi-reses for their supports. BP's OP. I mean, he kind of is unless you're playing like Flyers. I guess you just play Flyers. Play like fucking Iron Man or something. I don't know. Did Torch get through? Loki also got banned, right? First.
See exactly whether this is going to connect. Shout out to Insomnia.
They're just like, look, now that everybody's looking for the for fucking the divers. This is just bad. I mean, now because nobody's even paying attention to what the Vanguards are doing on Berber.
Right now, actually, this is just a lot of...
There's
a little bit of time wasted, frankly, from Rad as they're trying to group up things together. Is the connection good enough? Oh, the leap just misses. The backline almost offering themselves up as bait. And a counterattack is going to provide a bit of space for Melia to go for the Dance of Butterflies. But he just misses. He cancels it all. Berber Patamim just shift to the side, and they manage to dodge such a pivotal ultimate.
Big ult from Naga, maybe? Okay. Good job. Rad has gone schizo. There is no recovering from this. Maybe? No. Okay. Yeah, this map's over. Maybe you just lose domination. Maybe you just lose domination without the Adam Warlock shit.
Just Naga. I have Agamotto to try and delay, but that is... Oh, hello, Wolverine. Goodbye, Wolverine.
He just dove in off screen. The portal play, yeah, it has to come in now.
Yeah, okay.
Able to get on top of it. Oh, just in the nick of time, people were able to touch the objective.
Tanuki's run. They're just seeing Tanuki run every corner. They're gonna have nightmares of Tanuki Black Panther.
The damage of Tanuki feeling and looking good. He's going to be happy. He's going to be pleased. This was a speed run.
Is this BP's best map?
Thankfully,
I think Hell 7's BP's best map. And Psylocke's best map. So, alright, we got that out of the way at least. I wouldn't feel too tilted, I think, because most teams would lose to that. Pretty much every team would lose to that. Unless you're running some sort of flyer bullshit. What could they have done? That maybe they do like Ultron Iron Man. Oh, they could have done Ultron Iron Man like we saw earlier. Honestly, might not be a bad solution. We literally saw that before, didn't we? Last game. Maybe not versus a Black Panther as good as Tanuki, but still. Ultron Iron Man Storm. Well, I don't think you could do that because you need triple strategists still. And I think you still need two Vanguards because they also don't have a Wolverine or anything. Because you banned it. At this point, I would let the Wolverine go through. Maybe just ban out like the Psylocke. But maybe not on a convoy, or yeah, convoy or convergence. I think it's just that's just like a map diff. Also, they got Adam banned.
That has got to be a
Nat 5, baby. Nat 5.
The downside, however,
What's Berber's in
is
position? It's impossibly hard for Rad. Yeah, yeah. I think you're 100% right. 100%. Good point.
In this series in its entirety.
I've seen
2-2.
time to rework, Jeff.
2-2.
They need to, like you say, go to
They just beat it, but they beat it with the Adam Warlock stuff.
We have Central Park and Midtown, both of the
And Rad are good at flyers, but I don't think they're willing to adjust to that.
A lot of these maps are very
That mag also made the Panther stronger too, right? Yeah, because you could just bubble him whenever he's in a bad spot.
Going to be very effective. Rocket could creep back in for some quick revives, and all of them will benefit very heavily from an Adam Warlock, which is why I won't be surprised if we see that banned out again.
It is an absolute heat wave in here in the EMEA across all different areas, and I think the fact that this is going to a map 5 is pretty much hitting records, I suppose, of going supernova perhaps, but that final map has just got to wait for a quick break before we get back into the action and see exactly who's heading towards China for that mid-season finals. Don't go anywhere.
Is it very far from expert? I feel like running EMEA into it is the wrong choice anyway. I don't know what they would, but the mag got banned, and then the I mean the EMEA's fine. I think you just have to go for your own dives, honestly. Either you do your own divey bullshit yourself, because that's also allowed, or you play like flyer bullshit. And you can probably still play the EMEA. I mean the EMEA's good. I'm kind of I'm not really like a full Iron Man believer or anything, but I mean, because Torch got through and stuff, didn't he? Thing is, low-key a play for sure. I mean, they did it, but then they just got kited out. And then they just didn't walk fast enough or something. That's just an insane map. I think you just like wipe that map from your memory, honestly. Penny and hope for the best. Hey, yo, low-key, though. Hey, low-key. Low-key. Hey, wouldn't mind it. Fuck it. Run Penny Parker. Fuck it. Wait, what was the team that ran Penny Parker before? The Penny Parker bullshit. Was it 0%? Who was the team that, like, was it low 9? It might have been low 9. Who was the team that ran Penny Parker bullshit on Morocco? That was in EMEA as well. I mean, low-key Penny's busted, though. Low-key Penny is busted. It was Rad? Oh, so it was them. Wait, that'd be sick if they pulled it out. They probably wouldn't. Because, I mean, there's no one really to shoot the mines. They did the Penny dive stuff. Fuck it, pull it out. Pull it out. Nat 5, pull it out. For land. For the land. What's up, Oasis? What's up, boss? Who do we think wins? I mean, if Adam Warlock's banned and Rad doesn't adjust, it looks like Berber is going to win. I had Rad winning the series 3-2. But they might be a quad res team. It'd be a res one tricks. Low-key, I hope Rad wins, because then we don't lose much aura from the 3-0. I think based on what we've seen, I would be. They just gotta wipe that. That's like literally Black Panther's best map. So I don't know. I don't feel too shabby.
Wait for one of these teams in the annals of Marvel Rivals esports history, as we're about to find
what happened in the group stages as well. I'm trying to remember.
Grand finals and our first representative for EMEA in Marvel Rivals Ignite mid-season finals.
It's really 50-50 on deciding this one. The predictions have already been thrown out the window in EMEA because of these two teams.
I mean, every team that's done well in group stages has progressed in a similar fashion.
First major international event where we see all
Fuck it, do Penny Parker. So you're saying the best defense, a good dive, is a better dive? Well, no. I mean, I think no. I mean, well, if you can't play the fucking like flying bullshit, then yeah, probably.
With either beating or playing up against Z10 or Virtus Pro, so it doesn't get
Supernova.
to lose this series, that's for sure. And really, at this point,
Like, if you're not doing your own hard dives, then I feel like, yeah, maybe like you got to do like Ultron Iron Man bullshit or something, or Ultron Flyer bullshit.
Game modes which are looking very good from Rad, despite it coming down to literal meters of where the payload is moving.
We have been informed that we are heading to Yggdrasil.
Because, yeah, I mean, didn't Z10, like, literally Oasis's team today play the Iron Man stuff? Fuck it. Do that. Whatever. I don't know how much Rad plays a lot of flyers, though.
It down to this point of Rad looking at the maps that they've not shown that they've seen Berber Patspin play. Right? They don't want to give up what strategies they
Pat ban?
got a couple of VODs at least.
Was that really the problem? Is that really the problem?
Yeah, don't take Berber Patspin there because of how good they looked against.
Just ban all the fuck it, ban the dive tanks, whatever. But they don't even need the dive. They don't even need dive tanks.
Instead of going for like a low-key
They don't even need dive vanguards. They're just gonna dive you anyways. So we're on Yggdrasil. I guess this is not like a great Black Panther map though. They're not even gonna play it anyways. They'll probably play Star Lord. Berber might play Star Lord on this map.
I mean, it would make sense.
Loki ban, Loki protect.
Of a non-mirrored Loki, the win rate has taken a hit.
Wait, that is wild they protected Emma. Dude, yeah, okay, that is pretty troll. Surely you feel, I mean, maybe, I don't know if Loki would have changed much in that last map, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anything would have changed much that last map. That's just a hard map against BP. Cat ban, Mag ban. Emma ban.
Captain America banned out.
Berber doesn't even give a fuck. Well, no, they did. Did Emma get through last game? No, because it was Mag. It was Mag and Cap. Punisher. Punisher ban. Have they? They just been banning Punisher every. So Torch is getting through. Torch has been getting through. That still wouldn't change much, but I don't know. No, I'm playing Torch seems a bit weird.
Yeah, they want to maintain.
But maybe they're not good at Torch.
They want to fall to the trap that Rad have been.
Psylocke ban. All right, I don't mind it. But they're full targeting the Pokey Psylocke makes sense. Venom protect that also makes sense if they want to do Psylocke bullshit. Should be Psylocke ban on the side or something. Oh, Mantis. Oh yeah, because they didn't ban Atom yet. Forgot about that. Mantis or Atom? I think it's the Atom. Because they were actually not doing that hot with the Mantis Luna. But I guess it bans out both. It gets rid of both anyways if you get rid of Mantis, so I guess it makes sense.
The Mantis and Adam is allowed through, but with a lot of those team-ups getting removed, seeing these
ooh, pulling out the Hulk Namor. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, and that could have been decent last map. Maybe. Especially if they want to play counter dive. That could have also been an option.
This is where it starts.
I think maybe now that they put Berber back over to the Star-Lord stuff, they should be in a better spot. Unless their Namor just goes Dicko mode or something. With no Loki ban, it does make like the Namor whale should be just free low. And the Cat ban as well. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun map. This will be a good map.
Really getting a sniff of what Marvel Rivals and certainly what Marvel Rivals.
There's about to be a banger. There's about to be a damn banger.
Today, we really get to see what the best teams from this region are able to do. Looks like it's going to be Rad attacking.
What's up, Nuxter? Congrats. Mask up. What the fuck? What in the shit did you just? What is? What? This is an official Twitch emote? What the fuck? Okay. All right. Why is Frosty the Snowman have a mask on in an emote called Mask Up? Okay. Well, you know what? That's an official Twitch emote, huh? Okay. That's definitely interesting.
Trust me, I should have a lot of freedom here as well.
Yo, holy shit, Enzo. Hulk's OP, guys, confirmed. Confirmed. Disgusting hero. Delete him from the game. Alex dead. Paulie dead. Wait, they've been walked on. Wait, they've been hard walked on. Yo, low-key, I think Rad definitely gonna win this. Okay, I'm all in. I'm all in on Rad. I'm all in on Rad. Berber or Star-Lord one tricks, just like your team, Nuck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's just a prank, bro. Just a prank, bro. I find people actually get really offended if you call them one tricks. Even though I feel like... oh, God, he's stuck on the cart. The fuck? Random shade out of nowhere? They're just getting ready for their... Nuck's getting ready for his day. Gets random shade. They're not one tricks. I just think Doomed is just crazy on Star-Lord. Bro's a little nasty on that character. What's the Preds? I had Brad winning 3-2. I don't make good predictions. You already fucking know that. I got lucky that you guys 3-0'd. Because I predicted 3-2 versus for you guys in the lower bracket, but I thought it was like it was definitely risky. It was a risky play, you know? It's risky. It's like unprotected sex voting for Shroud X. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. Predicting Shroud X to win is the same thing as unprotected sex. It's real. Oh my, smoked. You ain't wrong. I haven't made North America predictions. We could do that in between rounds. I'll be honest, I kind of just like immediately woke up and saw that EMEA was going on for like an hour and a half already, and I was like, oh shit, we're late. Oh! Big whalage. No Loki. Get smoked. Guys, it's time to overreact to everything like Korean casters. Whoa! Whoa! No way! Whoa! Whoa! Are you kidding? Whoa!
The payload has been moving nearly uncontested.
Yeah, they've been kind of smoking him. Honestly, wait, wasn't Wolverine... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tanuki? Uh-oh. Dude, why are so many people fucking up their last stands lately? I know the ult is, like, kind of weird as shit and hard to use. Because sometimes you just don't connect. Brother, what? But, brother, what? Oh, is everybody choking? Yo, people are choking. Oh, no! Ah! He couldn't contest because he was changing out of Hulk ult. This game is so funny. Who wins this goes to LAN, right? Yeah, because 2 teams from EMEA. So, definitely a very intense game. And you would think, you know, Loki advantage for Berber for sure. Oh, now they're on the... Okay, now they're on the Torch. I think that's the thing, though. It's like, not everybody's actually good at playing Torch, though, no? Because I feel like that's like the 100 Thieves problem. Like, 100 Thieves are like a good team, but that's like the one comp they're not like very good at, is the Torch stuff. Like, as a team.
Maybe not the position to be thrown out as of yet. Especially when you got Pokey, that team up with a Hulk, the Gamma Overload, able to just get a little bit more damage out from the squids.
Well, their team has like the 10 times better comp. You talking about Rad? You're talking about Berber. Burr? Yeah. But not everybody can play fucking Loki, right? Moxie was telling me some people just suck at Loki. And some people also suck at Torch. Tanuki's not that guy. Tanuki's definitely really good at Torch, though. Oh. They're on Hulk Venom. Yeah, they're on that. What the fuck? Both teams are on crazy ass shit, but they have the EMEA, I guess. Well, Berber, a lot of I think was it Cap was banned versus them. A lot of tanks were banned, like a Mag. And I think they had 3. Was it 3 Vanguards banned against them? Is it just Strange? Is Strange is not a DLC? No, that's next patch, bro. Doctor Strange comes out next patch.
Ready for Trust Me in a second, and a Dance of the Butterflies for Melio. Ready, the payload is moving uncontested. You have to use the Fate of Both Worlds to just jump on the point to stop things from...
Gentleman's agreement to not touch Doctor Strange. Hold up, let him cook. Can Doctor Strange do that? Okay. Can Doctor Strange eat your entire team? The answer probably still yes, because Aya Wakamoto does the same exact thing, basically. But think about how easy it is to play Venom, though. If you swing Strange, it would go 100 times easier. Dude, this team is full dive-brained. Berber loved to dive. They love to just go ham.
Committed, just trying to delay this. Naga getting focused down quite aggressively here, very nearly getting finished up at level 1.
They're big int enjoyers.
With 2 minutes to go, Rad have plenty of time.
But yeah, Rad doing pretty well.
To keep getting staggered like this as Tanuki grabs another, taking out Trust Me.
Enzo was talking about this in the interview yesterday when he was on Hulk beforehand, of just how much of a beating that he took, and it just seemed that no matter what he did, he was getting focused down. And it's
maybe every EU team just kind of sucks at Human Torch right now. Hold up. Supernova. Pokey with the whale? Where's Pokey at? Where's Pokey at? Pokey's dead. Pokey's dead. Pokey's dead with support ult up. And didn't throw a whale. Oh no. Hot take, Self is the best torch right now? No, that's I think a fair take. I actually, yeah, I think that's a good take. +1 take. We were literally, before you showed up, we were literally talking about that earlier. It's like, who's the best torches right now? It's like Self. And then every good torch team is out of the tournament, it feels like. Like Mello's gone. Nemesis are dead. And then that's kind of it. Like I don't like Sentinels should be better at torch than they are, I think. What's up, Solo? Low key a world where they like ego do each other, him and Speed. Oh yeah, Speedily too, yeah. Forgot about that. But honestly, Loki, I'd actually rather go against Speedily on Torch than on Storm. Rymazing's good as fuck as Torch. Oh, what's up, Spenny? He is. Rymazing is like one of the best just flyer generalists in the whole fucking game. But they do have like awkward kind of synergies, or awkward. Every team has some sort of like gap with the ban system. Oh my, into heals. Guys, they got stopped. 4-minute hold. Pokey popping off. Let's go. Namor OP confirmed, boys. Namor is so back. Whale. What's up, Shipskis? I like how we're reverting to like last patch. People are like, oh wait, we can actually play Namor. Oh yeah, we can play Iron Man. Fuck it. I think we have the best DPS. They both got hella deep hero pools. They definitely do. What's the only weakness of SDX? Should we even talk about that here? Phil's BM. It feels BM to talk about it while Nuck is here and also has an important match today.
Again, a reminder of the draft and how it's looked.
Whoa. Hey man, hey listen, I have the opinions, all right? The opinions are to be had.
In either case, Pokey now leading on the damage for his team, 9 final blows. Comparing it to Naga that's on this non-mirrored Psylocke. It's just a little bit.
Even Iron Fist was getting value yesterday? That was weird, yeah. Wait, who was playing that shit? Didn't it win a map? Air out your weakness. We probably won't promise we won't tell attack EXD. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Doomed is a really good Star-Lord player. And then obviously Vision's a very good Namor player.
Rad setting themselves up on
And also Hella. Vision definitely a really good Hella player.
Double dive with the Hulk and this Venom Hulk going to be diving between.
I mean, there's more. Obviously, the game is more than just that, but
back into their team for that indestructible guard.
like I feel like whenever SDX get Namor and whenever SDX get Star-Lord, they kind of just win. When they don't get those cops, like I don't know. It's like the Tanuki situation with Burr. Or not Burr, with Burr. Like Tanuki's hella good on Star-Lord, and then they just like lock Star-Lord even when they're not playing Atom comp, but it doesn't look as good because they're not. I don't know. Like also they're not very good at the Atom res comp. That's like a different thing. It's like a macro thing, I guess. Like being good at Star-Lord and being good at Atom Star-Lord res comp is like a different sort of thing.
And now it's just Trust Me that's fighting over onto this objective. Fate's gonna go.
I don't know. We had to make the NA predictions later. I only curse teams. I've given up on making good predictions because I can't. Not that I ever have, but I went 0-4 day one in North America, and I gave up. I give up. The one team I thought was gonna upset didn't. Literally went 0-4 because I thought. I don't know. It's over when there's going to be a God Atom Korean team. Yep. Well, Genji might not qualify, right? Because it's going to be Genji versus Burr. Reject of all teams fucking qualified. Isn't that insane? Reject qualified. And I mean, there's a lot of former Pro Overwatch players in that team, but yeah, Reject qualified, and now it's Genji versus Crazy Raccoon in the lower bracket finals. So one of those two teams will not qualify. Yeah, it's Reject out of all teams that qualified. So I don't. Ooh, this patch is just crazy. Ow! I fucking broke my ankle. I think something's up. Something's in the water this patch or something. Maybe game's too easy. I don't know. Because there's no dominant team in like any region. That's the weirdest thing. Like usually, you know how like the last patch, like we saw dominant teams in regions, and now we don't see that anymore. Right now, it's like hella close. Caught my first death threat on Instagram this morning. What? You got a death threat? Uh-oh, should I just not open Instagram? What the fuck? I'll show you later. It's brutal, bro. Yep. Luckily, I've dealt with that before. It's usually nothing, but that's still crazy as fuck.
You've got Enzo that sort of makes the more brash approach, right? Just as the Hulk, he's not afraid to take that damage and dive back out. But Paulie being able to just jump up onto the high grounds, dive down, and with Tanuki, he's able to go in for it too. It means that you're able to just body block some of the.
That's crazy.
Enzo managing to
was it involving? Is it competitive? Was it competitive Marvel Rivals, or was it just because of TikTok stuff? I think it's the ban system can't just match and be better. Probably facts, Vanity. Probably facts. Yeah, teams are less one. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I think teams get before we actually see a really good team in this this new format. And even then, I don't know if you really have. I think it's like you're always like kind of moving around all over the place because if we're getting new heroes every month, we get new patch every month, right? So this game, man, this game's gonna be it's just hard to play pro. It's a lot of shit going on at all times.
I mean, that's a hell of a fight. It was also a great play for Ken to be able to go for the copy and teleport out just as the Feast of the Abyss.
The whole thing is that I can have it and you can't is so AIDS. Absolutely. I will admit, the funny thing is I feel like every time these like systems come out or like a weird like in-game change is like happens or something, it's always super fun to watch from a viewership perspective, but really AIDS from like a pro perspective. Like I feel like we've never had better variety visual like in terms of like comps being played, but yeah, it's just resulted in like it's a super fun watch, but it is not fun at all to play competitively. That sums it up perfectly. Yeah, just like any ultra casual system is super funny to watch, but incredibly unfun to play. It was a random, nothing was called out. Oh, okay. That's insane, though. What the fuck? Ow, ow, ow. Wait, Naga popping off. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Rad's winning. Rad's back to winning. Rad's going to qualify for LAN. Did you play an Overwatch 2 when bans were a thing? No. Our bans, it was even worse. At least you guys could get to decide your bans, dude. The bans when I played in Overwatch League were decided by a fucking cat. There were two heroes that were banned out of a pool of heroes that were the most played that week, and a cat would pick them out of a hat and decide which characters could not be played that week. That might have been the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. That still pisses me off to this day. They would do anything except give players agency. At least you guys can decide your bans. Mine was decided by Zoe's cat. Whichever dumb fuck decided thought that was a good idea. I fucking hate that person. Because that was so stupid. Luckily, it wasn't for that long. They realized how dumb that was. And then they just went back to no bans. But what a stupid idea instead of implementing a ban system. Like it's so good that we can just pick bans. Just let players ban. That shit make people retire? Yeah. There's a lot of things like that make people retire, but that was dumb. That was just straight up dumb. Kree was permabanned? Yeah, I think it was just like the cat picked like the same hero like 3 weeks in a row or something. I was like, okay. So much diversity, guys. Insane. Are we going to win? Wait, hold up. Moving third phase? They're doing it? They're doing it? It's right to the precipice. But Rad have bought themselves more time. What was it? Berber Pattern had 5 minutes to defend. Because I think what they thought is that the pros would have bans and they would just ban the same thing every map. But they failed to realize the cat actually banned the same things every single time, more so than the pros would ban. So the cat was actually more biased than the pro players were. This is why dogs are better than cats. They ban the wrong heroes. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice peel. I'll go ult too, huh? Interesting. Nuki's still dead then, surely? Okay. Jesus Christ. A minute left. Third phase.
Now it's really a case of waiting it out, and Rad's overextended.
I think we saw Dr. Strange protect earlier too. Oh my, Pokey's dead.
Just holding his own, but you lose out on Pokey that had the Horn of Proteus. It's going to be about 10 to 15 seconds before he's back in this engagement, and there's the Feast of the Abyss that comes through. Enzo, though, the Hulk is winning out. He's going to be back in Bruce Banner form, but he might be able to sort of go for a good duel here against Crook if he can get the shots in.
On the controller. Pop off. Wait, Trustme's dead, though.
Now it's going to be Enzo out of it for the time being. 20 seconds left. This is going to be an overtime push yet again for Berber Pattern.
Nice. Nice storm ult. I mean, sorry, nice cloak ult. Oops. Whale. How is nobody dead? Holy shit. Dude, how is Fate and Cook still alive? Oh, Melio! Wait. I mean, not Fate and Cook. Ken and Alex. Wait, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Winnable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why'd it freeze? Huh? Oh, Miner had died. DDoS? Switch to Adam Warlock comp. Oh, they didn't touch. Oh my god, Rad qualified. Oh my god, I lagged out at the last possible minute. Rad's made it to land, boys. My goodness. Holy shit.
They had so much to prove.
And that guy's a little clean with it. Enzo a little clean with it. But Fate. Wow. Rad won. Trash flavored trash. What the fuck? Damn. Rad's the best team in Europe right now, boys. Confirmed. Confirmed. Confirmed.
moments, that second point hold in the end was just enough time that was bought up.
What an insane last game.
And even with moments like 40k damage done from Tanuki, 17 final blows, just the backline, the strats, I think the draft here was excellent for Rad.
Wait, and now we have VP Zero Tenacity up next. Oasis is ready. I think he came in the chat earlier. Virtus Pro to Zero Tenacity. Z10, by the way, beat Rad on their side of the bracket, right? In the group stages? Or sorry, not Zero, Burr.
They tried to portal in. They gave
so they got the first seed. I mean, not that it matters now. Everything just keeps fucking changing.
Using the Venom and the EMEA Frost.
I believe in the Z10. I believe in the Z10. But we'll see. I know VP's also still a good team, so that'll be a good one. So tomorrow is lower bracket straight into grand finals? Yeah.
Once they are back in banner, they count as a body. When they're in Hulk, they count as a body. The transformation does not. Overtime ticks down. Everyone else is body blocked, and it's G.
So Rad's going to LAN. Rad was the first team to beat VP in EMEA. And also was the first team to qualify for LAN. So I think it's fitting. It's kind of fitting, right?
But Rad taking it, and deservedly so.
What a sick game. All right, do we make our North America predictions right now? While we have time? I think it's tough to predict against VP, bro. Oh no.
And here when he's just got that final judgment again, banned out.
I mean, Zero Tenacity is a good team.
It was a fantastic showing, a close one. Both teams.
Who wins? Zero Tenacity or VP? Fuck. I mean, it's probably still VP, isn't it? Zero Tenacity pretty good at the Atom comps if it's never banned. So is VP though. A lot of good triple res teams in Europe, it feels like. Rad is a super good triple res team. VP, Zero Tenacity. I mean, that comp is just really good. Not a lot of really good Human Torch teams, I would say, from what I could tell.
Allowing overtime to start ticking, allowing pickups for Rad to start coming in. This was beautiful. Can we do more? Can we make this a best of 7? Because I would love
What's
to
bro
see
doing?
more of this. As that was a spectacular setup. Berber Patpim, we do not say goodbye to them. They
got 3-1 VP. Fuck it, I'm balling out. 3-2 Z10, whatever, dude. Whatever, man. You're probably right, though. I think VP is probably the better team currently, but anything's possible. Anything is possible.
Yeah, I mean, seeing him come through as
meanwhile, North American side.
It probably was Virtus Pro and then probably
Ego Death versus Envy. Oh, fuck, dude.
Has been able to do this.
It depends. Wait, I forgot. Did Envy play?
By beating those two teams, it says everything, I think, and it really is a deserved position. It's not the case of.
Did Envy play Ego Death yet?
Rad earned their spot. They dropped a couple of maps.
Wait, even in group stages, I don't remember.
But they have just been on such a tear pretty much since Ignite has started.
It did. Envy 2-0 Ego Death.
Yeah. Roasted by them in a message earlier of just like, you voted against us? And I said it in my message to them, and I'll say it again. I was a fool to doubt.
But I don't really want to predict against Ego Death right now. I feel like Envy's bans have been kind of suboptimal lately.
Right now, the only thing that's left is to see if they get that rubber match versus Virtus Pro.
At least the FlyQuest bans, they were kind of all over the place. Or not over the place, they were just like the steady Eddie. You got 3-0 Ego? Putting the house on it, that's... Don't put the house on it.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see that little bracket, that graphic even of all of
with how Cal's been playing on Punny?
So far for the mid-season
Hold up.
In China. We could just add Team Rad to it, at least for today. We should have an interview from somebody coming up very soon, probably when they're done like crying and screaming and honestly peeing.
I feel like I've been trolling my predictions too much lately.
We do have confirmation that Rad have made it to the grand finals. EMEA is the key thing about getting yourself to the mid-season finals. They're going to be happening late July. We know that there's going to be a lot of focus on this one. It's a big prize pool for the first ever international.
I mean, Ego Death's getting better. I think Ego Death has a lot of really good players.
First ever international event. EMEA versus Americas.
They did actually. They almost beat 100 Thieves, didn't they?
Happening in our
I watched part of it. I actually need to rewatch that series because I had to sleep. I was too tired.
Not only what they were able to do in the server, but the
okay, it was 2-1 Hell's Heaven. You go. Oh, they only won on domination.
Draft system as well.
Rad joined
Uh-oh.
such hallowed teams.
Wait, they got dominated everywhere.
Round 0 from OCE. Sentinels and
Central Park was kind of close, wasn't it?
The Americas, they'll decide their last qualifier in the upcoming game soon. But already, Rad will be the first representative.
I got 3-1 NB. I got 3-1 NB. I'm not going to troll this time. Central Park, they should have won, to be honest.
So we'll find them out a little bit later. But already,
That'll be good, though. That'll be a really fun fucking game.
We need to start getting the chat behind Rad here, because
That's going to be a banger.
but first,
Shredx Techie. Techie's a good team, man. Techie's a good team.
Who their opponents are later.
But they did get dominated by
So we have
Sentinels.
got that match coming up against 0-10 versus Virtus.
Actually, no, they didn't. Dude, Techie could have won that series. They got dominated in Central Park, but Spider Islands, they could have won. They just trolled Spider Islands. Techie kind of just, like, I don't know, panicked or something.
Honestly, a lot to prove for Zero Tenacity. They've been
Techie could win, but I'll go with the 3-1. I'll say 3-1 Trodex as well. So I got MB 3-1. I got I know I'm going to be lame this time.
It's not really been a clear cut.
Yesterday I thought I said I did the weirdest picks, but it worked kind of, except for the first game, because I thought FlyQuest was going to win, which FlyQuest definitely could have won, by the way. I mean, those DC issues were no joke.
Dominantly, so Zero Tenacity have to really show that there's.
All right, interview time.
This one, otherwise it could be a very
And that's not the only game. So then if that's the case, then we move on and we got MB Shroud
I
X.
think I might have just said that word wrong, but
And then
anyway, where once you get knocked down, they always come back a little bit stronger, building themselves up. We have our interview in. They finished fighting at least for now.
Hey man, y'all better show up, man. Y'all better show up. That's all I'm saying. Because I'll get Shroud 2-3-2 there. Shroud X 3-2 in the lower bracket finals. And then, or lower bracket semifinals. Lower bracket finals. I don't even know who wins in between Sentinels. So that means Shroud X would go land.
Fucking great. I mean, we worked very, very hard for this win. I'm glad we got it. It would have been really, really tough.
Sentinels 100 Thieves. I wonder how much they're going to even try.
Well, probably.
I mean, yeah, no team wants to be able to do it. I think you've set yourselves up nicely, but one thing I wanted to talk about were the drafts. Because
that's going to be a fun fucking game, but I think it's going to be 3-2-100 Thieves.
Going for like the non-mirrored Wolverine.
I need to stop doubting Sentinels though, because Sentinels keeps winning.
Maps. Like, let's start with the two maps that you dropped, both in domination. Yeah. What went wrong?
I feel like first map we had a pretty major draft difference. We like went into the map thinking, okay, let's ban Punisher.
Sen is Dodd,
and we kind of last
second
swapped to the cat ban, and I think it really fucked us because their Punisher map 1 just got so much value. The other map we lost, I don't remember what it was.
Scrims are the biggest noobs, and they win in officials.
I think it's also a similar issue. We allowed them Capsci, which they're very, very strong on. Like, they're probably the best Capsci team in the world. So
on game, they're pretty nice.
House Heaven was pretty one-sided.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of your team.
Bring out something that they have
was
brought
so
in
unnecessary.
I'm
just kidding. You guys are looking better these days in officials.
Panther. And you guys did go for quite a few iterations of how to do.
They definitely do. For some reason, they do keep doing well in officials, though. You're right. Because they just have that. They definitely have. They definitely have that.
What did you adjust in the end?
I don't know if it's like you could just say experience, but that's definitely a part of it. Maybe I don't know. But because they have new players, so I don't know.
I think the Rajara actually, Trust Me is cool.
Crimzo is definitely doing some weird shit as well in their game, so I don't know. Everybody has nerves. It's like normal.
At first, but as soon as we swapped, I think it felt a lot better.
It's a matter of not breaking in the biggest possible moments.
Black Panther. So that was a very, very good call.
There was a very, very clutch moment. You focused a lot on Loki. I think we saw a
the rumors have spread
from Crook onto. It might have been you, or it might have been Naga that was playing.
I bought in a little bit to the SDX hype train, but also
that he copies over the camera.
I would not be surprised to be disappointed. That's all I'm saying.
Were there any particular moments?
What match you've been most nervous for? Be honest.
From your team in this best of 5, like any crazy plays that we just missed in the action
Sestroid's in the
you
chat.
guys knew about because you obviously were able to execute.
Where is
so
it?
Much was going on in those fights sometimes.
Honestly, Arako.
It was yesterday. I don't know. There was a match yesterday I was fucking pooping my pants for.
First point is because Rajaro basically just killed the whole team by himself. And I think
Rajaro is pretty nuts. That guy's kind of goated.
Big. Like I think without those 2 hero plays, we probably would have just lost then and there.
Was he ego death?
Those are like the main standouts.
Oh,
insane eternal
was it MV FlyQuest? I don't remember.
Remind us who does.
I remember there was one specific match where I was just like,
ultimates off in time.
Most of the shot calling has stressed me, but I think a lot of our
really
team are very, very
fucking
cool.
nervous for one
I think
team.
Rajaro on officials, he's always so vocal. Like his
Actually,
really,
low key was EMEA. I think it was
about
Berber
Clara was always
BP.
talking.
Actually, that game
DPS
was
too.
fucking intense.
Everyone plays their part.
I think
'Cause VP
one
choked
of the
it.
things about you guys that have been really
They had 4
entertaining
minutes
to
second
watch is,
phase
like,
of
as a core,
Midtown,
you
and then
have
they just
stayed
lost.
Pretty much the same. Like you've played.
But I
them
do
with
think it was the
different
FlyQuest
banners,
MB
you've had some
series as
good
well, and then they
results
just
when
straight up
you played in
DC'd.
the Invitational, for example.
Yesterday was just a weird day.
And
I just felt
certainly,
off
like, you and
yesterday. I don't
Krog
know
have
why.
played together
The
as
whole
a
day just
strategist
felt fucking
backline
weird.
for quite some time now. We've
Every
spoken
single
a
game
lot
just
about,
felt like
the
super
first
emotional for some
international
reason.
event. That's probably you'd expect at the top. Berber being
Which, I
close
mean, I guess
behind,
it's
so
probably
nasty
because it's a
trying
big
to make
tournament.
name for themselves. Does it feel
Oh,
like
your
almost
career.
vindicating that you guys
Every
were
match,
the
bro. I
first
don't
to
know.
qualify, that
Not
it
fun.
wasn't these other teams that almost taken over
Competing
focus.
is stressful.
It was you guys that have been grinding for
Every
so
day we would
long
show up to
that
the Blizzard
just almost
Arena,
seems
I
to
would
keep
immediately
missing
go
out
to
on
the
that
bathroom to take a
discussion.
nervous
Now
shit.
You have made history, right? You're the first team to ever qualify for EMEA for an international
Right
event.
before matches
Not
on
those other
Overwatch League
bozos,
stage
right?
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it feels amazing. I think Virtus Pro and Berber Patapim are both amazing.
And then
teams.
after
They're
losing,
so,
you
so
just
strong.
like
I think
feel
literally,
awful.
Like, if all three of us had best
Bro,
of
if I got a
fives against
shit
each
during
other,
a match,
like,
GG.
multiple,
Well,
it
yeah,
would
so
go
you let it out
even. Like,
before.
it's so
Your body
unpredictable.
knows. It's like
it's actually really, really sad. Like
it's
before
it's
this
a
day,
human
I was
nature to
almost
poop when you're
scared.
nervous.
Like I was actually
Gotta
fearing
let it out.
You don't want to be that one team. Enzo said something
Odds we
yesterday
get a
in his
Shroud 9
interview. He was
today.
like,
It could happen in any game.
at the end of the week, one team will be crying, and I hope it
Boot
won't be
camp buff
us.
helps probably.
It's
Yeah,
like, that
you're
is
right.
so
You're right too,
scary.
Euro.
It's
Both
so-
100
feels
Thieves
so good
and
that we're the first team to get
Sentinels
through, and we
boot
now kind of
camping.
don't need to worry about that. But obviously, we need to win the grand finals.
That's
too.
definitely a huge help.
Yeah, I mean, that's the next thing to focus on, right? You've got the grand finals tomorrow, either up against that rematch with Berber Patspim, Z10, or Virtus Pro, depending on how
Dude,
the game
what
goes
is
later.
what is Fate's
But you've
room?
booked
I still
yourself a
can't get
ticket
over
to
this.
China no matter what. So
He has a
congratulations
mirror
again,
next
and
to
we'll
a
see you tomorrow.
door,
Thank you very
and
much.
he's got a brick wall back. It's the most UK shit ever.
That was Fate from
Thought a
Rad
piss min map is
Esports,
different. The
somebody that
pissing
has
makes a lot of
been one
sense.
the backline
This is the
strategist
UK
players to
house,
keep
bro.
an eye
UK
on,
houses
and
be
like I
like that.
mentioned, that combination with Kruk and even Naga in
So
some
mid-season
moments as
finals we
well,
played
running that
during
triple
season
strategist.
3.
One to keep an
I
eye
think
on
so.
before we
Yeah,
get into
empty.
those
I think
international
so.
events, that's for sure,
Because
right,
season
Tesha?
3 is literally
For sure,
July
there's
11th.
No doubt about it. This team is strong.
And I
like
don't
you
think
said.
the LAN
They've
is
been
gonna be
around for a while.
in
They've been
July. It's not
minor
officially
roster
announced in
changes,
July.
and it seems to have
At least early
worked out.
July.
They punched their ticket.
So we have to
And
wait for the
need to
official
find out
announcement to
who
see when
will
the
be
actual
playing
dates are.
against Berber Patapim
But it is gonna be
tomorrow
season
to fight
3.
for that last
For sure,
ticket.
right?
Where will it be?
So it's gonna be a
Zero
brand new
Tenacity,
patch.
The team that came out of their group in
This current
first,
patch is
or
barely
will it
out. Yeah,
be
I know.
Virtus Pro
We're
back
getting
of
patches
the
every fucking
prowl,
month,
looking
baby.
for that rematch versus Berber Patapim.
This game's
We'll be
wild.
finding out after this break. Don't go anywhere. We have more matches.
Wait, low-key,
coming up.
that's kind of a good thing, though. Kind of helps. I mean, it's not a good thing. But because everybody's so stressed trying to figure out the meta, you can almost, it's like a fucking chaotic moment. But it is still not fun to have to figure out a new patch, because you have to do like 10 times the amount of work as like normal. And then you could just get fucked if you play like the wrong comp on game day because you get baited in scrims or something because you think a certain comp's good. But I don't know. Yeah, the game's gonna get wild for sure when every month we get a new patch. I wonder if the patches like are not gonna be crazy. It's just gonna be a new hero and just like call it a day. Call it a day. Like I wonder if they're not gonna do that many changes for each patch. Tokyo Jungle. What the hell is that game? I was gonna. What were we gonna talk about? What we talked about? No, I mean, yeah, pissing between matches makes sense though. But if you have to poop, definitely do it before. But yeah, I mean, obviously you have a lot of stress while you're competing, for sure, for sure. I think the first few weeks was probably the biggest nerves for me playing on the Overwatch League stage in Burbank. And then outside of that, the playoffs were pretty nerve-wracking as well. I remember tweaking out on my team when we were losing to the Hangzhou Spark because we were getting shit on. I think at half we were down 2-0 because half times or whatever. In Overwatch, we had like a break after the first 2 maps. And I remember everybody's outside smoking, and we were sick as fuck because we all had a really bad cold. And I just remember really like tweaking out so hard and yelling at my team to like lock the fuck in and to play better. And I was like, guys, we are down 0-2. Fucking like I was really like screaming my ass off. We go back in. I was like, damn, hopefully people are remotivated. Lose 0-3. GG. Go home. GG. And that team wasn't even good that year, too. That Spark team was not good that year. We got patch diffed because a new patch dropped before playoffs. That was when I think it was like a Bastion Orisa comp was good or something. And then Baby Bay was on Bastion. And Baby Bay's a god aimer. But bro sometimes gets tunnel visioned. That is for sure. All right, lock in. Who do we got here? Zero Tenacity or Virtus Pro? This is for the chance to qualify for lanes, though, because in EU, if they, in NA, if this was NA, they would just qualify, I believe, right? Just based on how it works, because we have 3 slots. But third place is not good enough to qualify for lane in the EMEA, so whoever wins this has to win yet another game. Low key, I might predict for Zero Tenacity. Although Zero Tenacity did drop a map to L9. That's pretty bad. Alright, maybe not. But L9 looked good. I feel like it's probably not like a likely match to happen like that, but I think Zero Tenacity might win 3-2. There's a chance. There's a world in which it does happen. So because of that, I got Z10 winning 3-2. Although, realistically, VP is, looking a lot better. Because I forgot, what comps was Z10 even playing again? I'm trying to remember. Look at their team again. They play a lot of Torch. I think they really like Torch. They play Knuten on Iron Man and shit. They love flyers. They also like playing triple, but I don't know how good at triple they are. Lugia likes to play Hulk. Ducky on the... And this team is so odd. I feel like this team should be definitely doing better than they are. Because they have a very flexible hero pool, yeah. The Iron Man was brand new. It's the same thing for Sentinels. It was the first time they've tried to play Iron Man. They like to put Knuten on Punisher. Definitely feels like Zero Tenacity has like at least the potential in the future, even if they don't win today. They have like a hyper flexible team. The Jeff. Just bring the Jeff back out. Fuck it.
So we've just seen
huge for Rad Esports to qualify for LAN.
From EMEA and for our next teams of Virtus Pro versus Zero.
I'm gonna try doing the where's the off stream? Isn't there a off stream? Marvel Rivals EMEA, where we have audio but no casters. I like Tetcher and Ryan. I want to see if it makes it easier for you guys to watch though if we don't have the casters. Although it is good background noise, to be honest. I like the background noise of the casters, but I know how it could be kind of annoying on the ears sometimes. I think also most of the chat has been fine with it most of the time, though, to be honest. You guys have said that it's been okay. So, we're good. I probably will be able, by the way, since I do have to cast the first 2 games in North America, there's probably a good shot that I can make it back here for a co-stream afterwards. It depends on how tired we are, but more than likely I can. So we'll finish up EMEA today and stream for the North American region. First 2 games, and then I'd come back in the second 2 games, the last 2 games. For a co-stream for North America. Because I caught back up on all the sleep last night, so that should be a good time. Later on. North America is going to be wild. I would like to see Zero Tenacity versus Tech EXD. That'd be a crazy game. It's funny because Zero Tenacity is I feel like they were kind of playing a lot of triple duelists at the very beginning of this patch. And we actually saw... Wait, didn't the team play triple duelist today? What team played triple duelist today? It was the first game of the day. Was that also Z10? Who the fuck? What was the first game of the day in EMEA? Or was it the second game? We definitely saw triple duelist today. Was that in the VP Peps game? Oh no, L9 played it, I think. No, it was or was it Zero Tenacity? It was Lugia. Okay, never mind. It was Zero Tenacity playing again. They played it against Low9. That's what it was. They're like the only team that plays a lot of triple duelist still. Even when they're not against quad tank or triple tank, triple Vanguard. EMEA bans. We'll max volume this shit. The intensity is skyrocketing, baby. This is for LAN. Lock in, baby. Big deal. Large deal. For China. Opens phone, opens TikToks, get distracted by something else. Big deal, guys. Massive deal. Plays shitty Chinese mobile ad game. Loki ban, EMEA ban. Psylocke ban. Loki ban. Torch ban. We do know Zero Tenacity likes Torch a lot. I don't know how many teams are actually worth banning Torch against, though. I know how good Torch is, but I still think the character's overrated. We talked about it earlier like a billion times. People are probably fucking tired with it. Tired of it. Torch Protect. Does that mean we can just ban, like, what, Luna? Oh, Wolverine. They don't want Wolverine. Wait, do you even really play Torch Wolverine, though, ever? I feel like we never see Torch Wolverine. But I guess they're fine going against the Torch. Don't really need to focus on it. So Psylocke ban makes sense. We don't want to see VP with the Psylocke. Or the EMEA. I thought usually it was one or the other. Because I think last time VP was getting EMEA and Psylocke. I think triple res OP is fuck for sure. I think that actually probably is the best thing this patch in the Namor Hulk stuff, maybe. Smash is good on Torch, though. Smash is good on Torch. Yeah, I know they don't want Smash on Torch. I know Smash is good on Torch, but I think like even then, it's probably still fine going against Torch if you just play like triple. Luna ban. Okay, so triple's available for both teams if they want it.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
They do play it. I see. The thing is, I don't know. I don't think Z10's like that. Unfortunately, I think Oasis is a good Mantis, like we talked about. But this is, like I said, this is another one of those teams where I don't know how good they are at the triple comp. Like, they're individually, they can play it, but I don't think that it's, like, worked out for them. VP playing Sparker on Namor. They're playing Namor Hulk. It's a good Namor Hulk map, too. Oh, it's Burn T'Challa. Never mind. How good is the triple on Burn T'Challa? Compared to Namor is really good on this map, though. Oh. I think the Namor stuff's actually kind of favored here. At least in North America, we saw FlyQuest do good with the Namor on Burn T'Challa. Best out of 5, though, so you can kind of... Not that map 1's a throwaway game, but... Yeah, we literally saw this comp in North America. One team not doing penny packs is doomed for VP. They're not getting the marginal plus 25 per player. Plus 50 total. Uh-oh. It's like the worst map as well for the triple res. With solo tank as well. They're doing it. They're doing the fucking solo tank shit. With Wolverine. Without even a toss for their Wolverine. Guys, I don't think this is... I gotta like heavy favor VP here with this, right? No? Although, oddly enough, oh my god. I feel like Spark is playing so aggressive. Usually we see Namor players just play backup map the whole time. They're walking in. Whale, because they're in that ult, and they're all dead. Yeah. Yeah, and they don't have res either, because Canute didn't build it yet. They're down 1, though, because Smash died, so that's, like, big of the damage. Oh, they actually Mantis ult? I mean, it's not comebackable, no? Nune's dead again. Canute's dead again. Maybe the next rounds will be easier, but I think this round specifically is insane for this comp. Low-key, I actually think triple res is maybe better on, like, convoys and stuff. Because it's kind of easy to hunt for the Atom. Also, they're doing with they're playing with the Punisher, which is fine, but I guess they don't really play a lot of Star-Lord, this Zero Tenacity team, do they? Newton going just right to point? Jesus Christ, what? He wants to die early, go hide for res, maybe? Ducky's dead, born again. Wait, what? Oh, he went under. I mean, the thing is, they're not really gaining any space, though, early. Okay, now they come in through with an ult. Where did that meteor go? Still alive. Jesus, ult lasts for so fucking long. Finzy's dead. Okay. But Whiny's dead. They also don't have res for him. Lugio, nice. Oh my god. But Fi trades it. Also, another person doesn't have res. Canute's so low. Supernova from Fi. Meteor M. Has to dodge it. Uh-oh. What is Fi doing? Jesus, Fi, what are we doing? Ah! She got so close to fucking death. Finzy's over to Magneto. Was he on before? Strange, or was that just temporary? Oh, he was on Mag before. Because both Emmas got banned. Oh, my goodness. It's cold in my room. Oh, now they're going to the Namor stuff. I feel like this is kind of short-sighted, no? I mean, the Namor stuff is probably better on this map overall, though, so I actually don't mind that. But they have it with the Punisher instead of the Torch. The Torch got banned. Fedlock also got banned for them, right? No, it didn't. I will say, I don't know how I feel about the difficulty is that you have Sparker on Namor they have to match against. Lugia is also better Hulk. Nevix is a pretty good Hulk though, so I don't think it's like that. I think they're pretty close. Lugia is a really good Hulk. Low key, I think North America has better Hulk players.
Lights out.
Be strong together. 30 seconds before
Honestly, I would like to see him just rock it out with the triple res stuff, because I don't think they really win in the mirror.
Have you made your decision yet, Namor? Do you stand with Krakoa?
Without the torch, with the punny.
Carefully considered. You are still a mutant, no matter where you dwell. Would you deny your own people?
the battle starts in 5.
Not a Nevix and Joyer, I think, is the weakest link on his team.
2, 1.
I think he does pretty well in Hulk, but
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I would agree. I think in that, I don't know how I feel about the Vanguards of VP too much. They've been pretty serviceable, though, I will say. You don't need to have a star player. Ran out with ults. Nah, I don't like this. I think Z10's going to lose here.
Mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area
Did Whiny just swap to Invis, or has he been on Invis?
This land belongs to us.
I think this is a map one loss to me in my head for Zero Tenacity, unless Knutton just goes hard, but... I mean, they know he has they know he has Final Judgment. They can get it out early, maybe, somehow. Pressure it out early. Supernova also against it. Force out the Meteor. Ooh, Finzi, nice connection. Yeah, this is kind of over. This is over. Although they did just use a lot, but not really. The problem is also Zero Tenacity doesn't have any like weird shit in their back pocket, like with running the BP or whatever. Although, to be honest, I feel like this comp does well versus the BP as well. That Berber was running. Dude, holy shit, wait, that Berber fucking VP rematch would be fire if that does happen. Need some life shown out of Zero Tenacity right now. I mean, they have ult advantage. Fives out of the air. Okay, let him cook. Smash, big pick off that too. Nice shot from Lugia. Whale came in. Oh, and Jojo got his ult canceled. Okay, good juggle from Luigi. from Lugia. Hey, Luigi, they're thinking I'm playing Marvel Rivals now. Nice little juggle. This is why Hulk's OP, boys. Confirmed. Hulk OP. Nerf that character. Into the ground. Fuck that guy. Screw that Shrek-looking motherfucker. Sorry, PG stream. Mother hacker. Punisher ult. Nice bubble. Finzi did that too early. Deleted by Knutton. Oh, man. What an unfortunate series of events. Flies back towards point. He's blinded, though. He runs away to the back left. Saw the little trail dirt wall blinded. Whale. Nice invis boundary, though. Didn't have the damage boost to get through it. Ducky. Yeet. Almost. Hulk ult. But I mean, it's the very end of the invis boundary still up. Gets the double jump. Has 4 seconds to do something with it. Stun. Nice stun. Supernova on the backside. No supportals to deal with it. This is good. This is good for should be a good fight for VP, but somehow they're still alive. Good healing. Good healing. Good healing. Good healing. Whale. Did not connect for Smash. Like she did on an Evix. Giorgio's back on the point. I mean, that's a point flip. If somebody needs to die and Smash is dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They have the portal play. Maybe Smash is going to go over to Doctor Strange. And Triple's not bad versus this, actually. With the invis boundary. I mean, they'll have ult advantage. 95. Can he go for the stun? Ooh, wait. Luigi has the ult. Lugia? He got stunned, so he couldn't touch. So they had to do the portal play to touch. They have both the portals. And Knutton. Finzi's dead. And this dance floor did not save him. Fi's also caught out. They need to kill Fi. Fi could run away. Fi's still alive. Group back up with the team. Sparker's 1 HP. How are they still alive? Jesus Christ. They have no support ults. They have to go on this point in a second. They have Supernova. Okay, they should lose this to Zero Tenacity. Surely, right? I mean, Jojo's so close to ult. Oh my god. Knutton's about to die. Ah! Surely we can get a kill here. Surely we can get a kill. Surely. Nope. Ducky's dead. Oh my god, with the Scythe clap. And they built... Oh my god. They just couldn't get a kill, dude. They could not buy a kill. The Punisher 2 reactionary. Agamotto. Hey, this is why maybe that Punisher not as good as Torch. Maybe we got to ban out the Torch. But I don't know if we have to ban it on the next maps. But regardless, that was a bit insane. All right, let's go back to the official stream. I actually like the official stream a little bit more. Boom. Open it up.
Great showing from them, and at very least, Zero Tenacity pushing the boundaries and making sure that Virtus Pro aren't going to have
Back to the officials.
3-0 here. But
It's actually cold in the room for the first time ever. Almost forgot we're interviewing. Yeah, we're interviewing Boger today, right? I'm a bit sad it's not J3, but I do like Boger anyway. Boger's a great conversationalist.
26-1.
9 final hits as well. If you look at the final hits numbers, that is less than Sparker or Fi. Got Sparker getting 9, Fi getting 12. So just on their own, they were.
What stream were you previously on? Marvel Rivals EMEA. AMER.
On its own. Sparker
Or EMEA, sorry.
Fire was playing very aggressive. They were able to juggle it so well, but so much of this has to come down.
It has no casters on that feed for like a clean feed for like post streamers and stuff. Because there's a lot of talking, you know, so it can be confusing. Jay was showing you love yesterday. Said y'all are buddies. I was like, he's my boy. Well, what happened? Did you go to his stream? You vibed into the Jay chat. It's cool to see Jay made that transition from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals.
Look at the top of your screen.
Bro's definitely been popping off in this scene.
That was fired. It managed to do so well of just stopping that aggression.
Jay is like the most positive guy.
And just trying to cap the point. Making sure that our final judgment
went to check in and said, "Hey," because I saw a bunch of my chat in there. Oh yeah.
Had to be focused to turn around to make sure that it
Bro, Jay is a really fun guy.
Yeah, I mean, Virtus Pro are not going to take prisoners here.
He's just genuinely like a nice dude. Like I think Jay deserves his like every bit of success that he's gotten as a streamer for sure.
It would be a car crash disaster.
The only downside with Jay is that he fucking interacts with people on Twitter. He takes everything on Twitter personally, maybe sometimes. That's the only negative. I think he argues with people on Twitter a bit too much. But so Twitter's a bait, bro. Twitter is a fake platform. That shit is a bait. Don't use Twitter. Don't use Twitter, dude. Twitter is like the death sentence for everybody's fucking mentals. It's like I heard people say some crazy shit on was it TikTok? Who was the one that said that? People said that TikTok live chat is like crazy brutal. They can be fucking ruthless in TikTok live chat or something. Is that true, Shib? People are mean? People are mean on TikTok? It is? Dude, the normies just go brutal. It was flats. That's what it was. Flats, right. To be fair, people don't like flats in general, though. So flats just gets a lot of negativity in general. I think flats and necros get a lot of flack. But that's probably just because they're the biggest content creators. So they probably also get, you know, also a lot of fans or whatever. 2 minutes. VP just kind of outplayed him. Also, I mean, they shouldn't have mirrored him. That's a good map for the Namor stuff. Honestly, I wouldn't mind at least on domination maps to ban out Hulk for Zero Tenacity, and then just match Virtus Pro in the res if you think you're better. If you think you're better than them at the triple res comp, that's probably the way forward. And then still deal with Torch. So you played like triple res, ban Hulk. On domination specifically. Only on domination. Because I think the Namor is definitely outplayable on like convoy and stuff. Just through pacing changes. We are rivals till the end of time. God, I hate eating on stream so much. Finally. So I had Joe Tenacity winning 3-2, but it's looking like I definitely felt like I was probably gonna be wrong, honestly. If I'm gonna keep it real, we make zany predictions here. All right.
I have no idea.
We go a little beyond normal expectations.
What happens when you prod it twice? Because someone's about to find out, and it might be Zero Tenacity, as they're going to have to pull off something incredible to start bringing this back. Because Virtus Pro, they took that, and it was quite solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of expected, right? I think everybody would have Virtus Pro as the favorites, but every other team, even those that have beaten Virtus Pro, have said, man, when this team starts losing scrims and now losing officials, they really get together and they sort of work out where they went.
Classic Dogman prediction. Hey, listen. Don't act like you don't do the same thing as me. All right?
So Zero Tenacity want to see if they can match that.
You're in this boat with me, dude.
Best of 5, there's always a good chance.
Every prediction that we make it together as a unit, you know? We're the collective.
Realistically, where do you want to take this? Arako is
It isn't just me, it's an extension of yourself.
Eventually lose out on this map,
Surely, right?
and it's going to be actually a different.
So it's a collaborative failure, if you think about it.
With the first protection,
I don't think anybody's ever used those words in tandem, a collaborative failure, but we're going to do it today. You know what?
Magneto to be able to absorb all that damage.
We are failing together. I'm not alone.
Could be extremely useful.
We are in this pile of dog shit together, gang. Magneto ban, Magneto protect, Loki ban, Emma ban. Okay, it's just typical. Typical. Loki bans.
This is the end of the bingo page, actually, for Virtus Pro.
Did they ban out the Psylocke?
Outside of Coast Royal Palace and
So that means that VP is going to protect a Torch again. Surely.
Else has been played.
I feel like Torch is maybe better on these rounds. Luna Protect? Dude, Luna Protect? Why the Luna Protect, man?
The Luna Snow going to be protected for Zero Tenacity.
Were they even going to ban Luna? Maybe?
Wants to dive in, that idle aura
The Luna Protect.
Tucked up if they choose to do so.
Punisher ban?
Punisher taken away. If you have that Luna Snow, then the Punisher could be hitting the backline while someone else is sneaking around behind the rest of your team.
Torch Protect. Are they gonna? Is Zero Tenacity really gonna ban Punisher?
And the Human Torch being hovered as they protect once again.
VP doesn't even play Punisher really.
Playing it beautifully, and it's been working very
What are they gonna
well.
ban?
Take it up, take it away from your
Hulk.
Once
Oh!
Torch makes it very hard to take extended fights in certain areas, 'cause that's super
I like that. They're adapting. I mean, it might not work out, but also I don't mind that. Honestly, I just wish they did it in the last map. But now they can play triple res. Still, they have a lot of options.
It's been other regions, but we're starting to see it really climb up in popularity. And yeah, against Nevix, no surprise really. You also stopped that team up from Sparker, which means it's just less gamma overload damage done full stop. So Lugia having access to this on the other side might be quite impactful.
Okay, maybe it doesn't really work out for them. But honestly, I don't mind. Well, yeah, I don't think Namor's as strong on Convoy. Okay, maybe that was a bad ban. Maybe that was a bad ban. We'll see. Does Z10 just want to play triple again? The tourney still up in the air. Some could come back from the someone could come back from the future to tell you the results, and it still might be wrong. Honestly, yeah. Like even somebody from the future would probably still get a prediction wrong. You're right. It is RNG currently for every region. It's not even just North America. It's not even just the EMEA. It's also, I mean, Asia. Reject. I think people thought Crazy Raccoon and Gen G were going to qualify, but Reject are the first team to qualify for LAN from Asia in a 3-2 win over Crazy Raccoon, who just beat Gen G, who everybody thought was just the best team in Asia by far. But maybe it's because I haven't been paying enough attention to Asia. Just going off word, basically, word of mouth. Everybody's talking about how good Gen G was, and then now they're in the lower brackets, fighting the way back up for a spot. So they are on their own Namor stuff. Did Wolverine get banned? I forgot.
Nevix looking to be a bit more scrappy.
So they're playing Groot.
A bit more time and a bit more space. And really, it's just a
And it's Winter Soldier and Namor against that, which honestly is not bad. Wait, there's, by the way, on this left angle, they're just vibing, and then also, I think all the way towards the top middle, Smash is chilling on fucking Namor. Like right behind them. They're not even looking at Smash. They don't give a fuck about Smash right now. And it's working out because they're just playing Punisher. This is the first time we're seeing Punisher out for VP, or I don't remember if we saw it before.
It's a full team wipe, and Virtus Pro begin heading in towards point A in convincing fashion, and they're going to have an easier time holding this because Nemix can start cutting off.
So it's Invis. Invis Luna. Wait, why are they not Cloak Luna? Cloak wasn't banned, right? Wait, why are we Invis? Wait, why are we Invis? To pull in... Wait, why are we Invis? Can they not play Cloak? Wait, why are we Invis? Invis is good, but no, like we're against Groot, no? So we just want to... Don't we just want to Terra Cape? Or is it because you don't want to get easy ulted by Meteor M or something?
When they step out, it's about to be rough.
Right.
Whale.
Used, and the struggling prison is going to pull everybody together, but the fate of both worlds keeping Zero Tenacity all topped up, so there's not too much to fight.
I don't feel like the Invis is the play, unless I'm crazy.
Very lucky to be alive. Ducky having to use the bulwark on his own.
Oh my! Smoked them. Oh, maybe the Cloak does get shut on with the ult just because of Meteor, but no bubble. I was honestly maybe on Finzi with the no bubbles. I mean, I guess you can just straight up win fights in these. Ooh. Knuten? Knuten? Uh-oh.
That's a big risk, and that could
be
Zero Tenacity in the backside if they are not careful from this point onwards. Especially now that you got the fate of both worlds.
Nice dodge of the Terra Cape with that shift. Maybe think there's a lot of outplay potential, I guess, for the Cloak. A little bit of stagger. Wait for your team to come back. So you Hulk ult.
A little bit wasted. Virtus Pro just baiting out the ultimate before they have anything to use themselves. The final judgment for Sparker is close, as is the Supernova from Phi. It's whether they get there first before winning.
Hulk finally pressured off this off angle. Nice job by Smash to get back into that shift. ASAP Rockies. But now he's going to be killable on the right side. Hulk will go down. Luna dies in the middle of Supernova. Oh, jeez. Is that because of the damage boost? From the dance floor? I guess it was. Yeah, truly a torch moment. They're looking pretty good at that torch comp still. On dangerous Whale, though. Oh, Whale! Oh my god, he almost died! Wait, no, it's winnable. Sparker's dead. Oh, never mind. That was the first one to die. I'm stupid. Well, maybe. Well, maybe this isn't that good. But they also used 5 ultimates that last fight. That was crazy.
Helping the team to just cut through what Winnie's invisible boundaries have been. Is strangling prison right in the center of them. Even when
Meteor M versus Meteor M. Nothing else. Can they even touch? No. What?
For Zero Tenacity, they're letting the ends of these points go seemingly for free. There's 3.5 minutes on the clock, and Zero Tenacity instead opting to try and go for a more aggressive fight here and buy a little bit more time towards the
VP got to play standard. GG.
They need to make sure they save some ultimates.
They do look like they're playing this pretty damn good. Pretty damn well. So I don't think we've seen much Sparker on the Punisher yet. In the tournament, at least. This is, I'm trying to remember, but I don't think so. It's like always banned. Or just not played. Because they played triple or whatever earlier on. Because it was Punisher and Human Torch are banned for Zero Tenacity. From their ult. They're on Moon Knight? Ducky with a nice pick.
Happening on the other side now as Sparker turret and Sparker are very quickly
Supernova.
Fido creating a bit more space with the Supernova is able to catch onto the other.
Yeah, Fi still looking pretty good on this hero as well. But why are we on Invis? He's dead. Got Groot ulted by Nevix. That was a really good Groot ult. Holy shit. The moon haunts you. The moon does nothing.
The hands of Khonshu.
Zero tenacity needed a miracle, and which god did they pray to?
Right on our strat to deal with VP was do anything to get them off standard comps.
Lugia making their way up to the point of invisible boundary, coming out to match media and point blank onto Phi to shut down the damage. But the fate of
that makes sense.
the attempt at the turnaround. Oh, the Proteus only gets the knockdown as Virtus Pro are able to tank on through. Smashness has
That makes sense. Yeah, they play front to back very well.
And cut off the retreat of the structures as Virtus Pro are falling.
That adds up. That adds up. I like that. The Moon Knight. Spark's now over to Hella. Nevix over to Cap. Minute 22 seconds. There's still a lot of time in the bank for Idrisil as well. They kind of been snowballing. The Moon. The Moon actually gets kills. Oh my god. Moon Knight is so back. Holy fuck.
That he's been relying on. It was a brief showing beforehand, but after the buffs, maybe that's been the answer that Zero Tenacity can rely on in these given moments. But there's a minute still on the clock for Virtus Pro. They are losing players, hemorrhaging them almost with these fights. And Dredra, having the Eternal Bond, has to wait a little bit more time before they get the chance to use it. Does Finzi or Nevik swap over towards the Doctor Strange to go for a portal play?
Oh my, wait, Knudsen on the Moon Knight got another pick? What?
He's already used that ultimate.
Guys, Moon Knight is so back.
They're going to start making their way forward. Sparker take it down on the stagger once again. They don't
That tiny ass change was enough. Confirmed.
Hella protected with a shield. They're having to rely on Magneto as Nev's spending a lot of time in the backline. As such, they swap off it with the soldier for the potential of a final charge.
I already forgot what it was. Either way, he's like a little bit more overhealth or something whenever he fucking right clicks. Uh-oh, Smash is dead. Wait, what? Oh, it's deflected! What a block! Oh, it's 25 more HP. That's what it was. Huge 25 HP. What a deflect from Nevix. Wait, that literally would have killed his, that would have killed Dridro. Oh my god.
What wins, the moon or the full power concentrated from the sun? It really does feel a Virtus Pro just having
Still winnable for Zero Tenacity. They have a Adam now. We've seen this sometimes. I think Winey was the one to do it as well. They play Adam Rocket, so they have they'll have multiple reses. They'll have his default res, so we can just create space. Ooh, ooh, good setup on the Saipe with the immobilize. Double resets off of Hulk forms, but they already lost anyways. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad from Z10. I think they're one of the better teams at going to like Adam and Rocket bullshit. Stall. Might not be enough though, to be honest. I don't know.
They have opened up an opportunity. There's no overtime here. If they hit triple,
I'm gonna need to see more out of Smash. Smash.
Huge show. Swapping over to the Star-Lord for the speed of the
So why are they not Cloak and Dagger with this comp? I guess there's no reason to play Cloak and Dagger? Because nobody really follows up on Terra Capes, so nobody plays like that aggressive. Everybody's splitting up anyway, so it's like they're not gonna play in your storm of your Dagger Storm. Okay. I mean, I guess I understand. I guess it's better if you're like a super flanky type of comp, or just like off-angling type of comp. Hard pocket your duelists.
Now as they are looking to be attacking themselves, Virtus Pro.
I guess it makes sense.
Getting close to the end of the third point. Many teams have been able
It's not bad. Also, I gotta get a jacket real quick. 1 second.
This was surrender from Zero Tenacity at the ends of these like two objectives that they got taken from them. I don't think Virtus Pro are gonna do something similar. I think they're gonna fight tooth and nail. They have to be careful with Nevik starting over on the Doctor Strange to begin with. I mean, the portal play seems to be inevitable.
Give them a reinforcement if they go down, but them starting on the Strange means they can't swap to it for reinforcement, but it does mean they can build ultimate charge. This is the trade-off of playing Strange early and swapping to it when needed. Sparker already using the Trooper's Fist to back out, making sure they don't get caught.
Jacket in summer.
Even though you don't keep charge between rounds,
We love AC. Sorry, Europeans.
they're still going to be rolling in with that Star-Lord to try and duel out Fire in the Sky.
Of a fight back in this point. Ducky ends up
Ducky's gone.
potentially grabbed by Spark.
Canoon's on Stalwart now.
Sparked out. Side Bay is
Without triple. This is literally what we saw.
Enough numbers for Zero Tenacity that they have to give up.
This is what we saw Berber do.
If more eliminations can be found, which is exactly.
But is Canute that guy on Star-Lord?
Feels that those ultimates are starting to look a little bit scary. Sparker very close to having a Kraken's impact. He is so good at farming up these ultimates this quickly in the map.
Newton's on hero number 4 as they bring out
The Iron Man. Oh shit, they're doing it.
Realizing that they've got fire in the air. Hit scan would be quite nice. Hella's not going to be the choice. They bring out the Ultron.
Dude, for this comp's sake, I want it to do well.
And it's worked out pretty well.
I don't know how good it'll be, but especially since you're against Mag. He built ult already. There's no Mag ult. Now there's Mag ult. Fuck, never mind. Whoa! Still fine though. Space created. Smash. Dude, Z10 are such a creative team with their comps. Uh-oh. Glitchy ass last stand. Running triple duelist with Iron Man and Ultron. Triple support. Portal play available already for Nevix. No support ult's coming back. They do have Meteor M though. Oh wait. Oh, what the fuck was that? Wait, what the hell? Why did it look so? Why did it look so buggy? Why did he have to come? What? Why was there like a? What the fuck was that? Why was there like a weird bug coming through that? Visual bug. Is it just the beams? Oh, it might have been Ultron beams. Never mind. It looked weird. Hold up. Triple duelist is so back. Let it cook. I think it kind of sucks in the second phase of the maps usually, but because you kind of need a brute force through these areas. I feel like. I think we saw Solaris play a lot of triple, but not with this. Not this type of triple. With the Iron Man. That should be wildin'. Just play flyers. Fuck it. Just play flyers plus your plus you could get really fast Ultron ults with the team up. Honestly, Smash also got like a lot of picks on that last team up. What? Dude, Nevix got fucked by the shield. I'm clipping that. Doctor Strange moment. Truly a Doctor Strange moment. Imagine blocking Iron Man ult, but it doesn't matter. Good placing, well-placed Iron Man ult. Get fucked. Sparker's now also on their own Ultron too. Yo, he got screwed over by Iron Man ult there. Oh, Lugia! Oh my god! New evolution. 3 minutes.
They don't need to finish out the map. They want to get onto this second point, and I don't think Nevix is going to have the portal available. And even if he did,
I mean, they still have ults though to retouch. Oh, but Sparker's already shifted. Have to slowly walk out and ult. Meteor M. Oh, and he's dead. That's huge. Agamotto doesn't matter because they're in. Oh wait, no, it does matter. Kuden's dead. Sparker came on the flank with the ult. Finzi has to be big with his ult. Big bubble. Big avoid. Passive out. Heals are here, though. Sparker's still kind of vibing, though. So Sparker do be kind of vibing. Ducky's dead. Yeah, they're fine. They're sustaining because they have Fire as well in the Iron Fist. And they fucked up the... again. Lugia again built another ult, but this time he didn't... Oh, Nevix is all... They're all 1 HP, dude. But it doesn't matter. Oh, my God. They were all 1. Newton has ult again. No way he ults. No way he ults. No way he ults. Oh my god, he got a kill. And he's Iron Fist on his dick. Dude, what the fuck? They're still trying to win. What? No, but they keep losing backline. Okay, surely we have to reset at some point. Surely we have to reset, right, guys? Okay, reset. This is a dude, they had the portal back, though. What the fuck? Can we just, like, nobody resets. We're just always fighting. Okay, just keep fighting. Fuck it. Whatever. I guess just keep fighting. Boundary. Dude. This has been like this is a minute and a half fight, feels like. Terror cape on a Ducky. He's dead again. Oh, he's fine. Nice job, Ducky. Don't die, Ducky. That's all you gotta do. Don't die. Uh-oh. Not a great eye, Agamotto, but it's fine. Maybe it's not fine. They're on goddamn Iron. Honestly, Iron Fist does well versus Iron Man. Just kind of not that good of a hero right now. Kind of like playing the Iron Fist versus the Black Panther. Just chase his ass in the air. Also could block the ult, right? Finzi got frozen. Oh my god, what a freeze from... What a freeze and pull. Is that a pull into a freeze? From Whiny and Oasis? Must have been, right? Oh my god, and now they get the fucking pull at the sky. Oh my, both Vanguards feeding their dicks off right now. Holy! Oh my god. What a throw. What a throw job. Oh, jeez.
No contest going to be allowed here for Virtus Pro.
Minute 36 seconds. I mean, this is totally losable for VP, but that was still a good hold. That was still actually a pretty good hold from VP, considering all things. Nobody dies because he's in the team up. Everybody's looking at his ass, but he's not dying. Meteor plus 5. Jesus, there we go. Unfortunate Iron Man versus Magneto moment. Finally came to fruition. Oh, they're trying to win. Again. And they know they're setting up the last stand, right? They have to just avoid that. Also, Knuten is back now. The pocket is there. Shift out. Ult. Back line. Lugia. Met by a dance floor. Has to fall back to the team before shift runs out. Hard pocket Knuten. Who's building another ult. Finzi does get ducky, though. Oh, no. 30 seconds left. Also, Nevix is onto the thing. That's interesting. The Wolverine, I guess. Also, to just have clobbering time when everybody's focused on the payload. So, not bad, maybe.
You mentioned that last stand is at the ready, getting the heal up thanks to the team up from that Ultron.
Oh! He's still alive, though. Meteor M. Fizzy doesn't have ult either. Pulse charge misses. Oh, but Nevix is dead! What a Meteor M! Lugia has ult. When is he going to use it, though? After the ult. After. Shortly. Oh, he got the Ultron! Nobody misses the bubble! The bubble! Does it matter? But what a bubble from Finzi, who has ult soon. Oh, it doesn't matter. Fi's dead. They had to touch. Hit the beyond. Oh, Finzi got grabbed. But he's got Meteor. But he's getting burned. But he's got both the drone. Okay, he doesn't hit the Meteor, though. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Nevix feeding in the back line, but it's fine, maybe. Winning close to ult. Nevix is 1. Boundary's here. Fi is on Hella. Side base close to ult 2, so they can get kills maybe through these through the boundary. Ducky got frozen. He's 1. Grand finale. Boundary. Knuten with ult soon. Nothing for it. Nevix should block it, maybe. Maybe Nevix blocks his Knuten. Luigi also close to ult. Knuten ult. Oh, Knuten's dead! He done a Sparker! Oh, my God. Last stand. Is that enough? No, it might be. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Oh, he's dead. Sparker just going aggro. Oh, my God. They lost. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was so close. That was unbelievably close. Dude, why is every VP game so goddamn intense?
Between Zero Tenacity evening that up and Virtus Pro taking us to match points, and it flipped one way. An almost perfectly balanced game, but that last second swaps onto the Hela, onto the Ultron to make sure that they could try and ping away at this Iron Man indoors, ping away at this Ultron, and try to take out the Wolverine. We talked about it earlier. Moxie brought it up. That Soul Drainer to stop Wolverine moving, just to keep
Jesus
in place for an extra second or two, and it was enough to clean up the points and allow Virtus Pro to go one game away from getting that rematch versus Burr Patapin.
As a reminder, both these teams played a little bit earlier. Full best of 5s that both Virtus Pro had to win against Peps 3-0 and Zero Tenacity. A little bit more time used up, but it was 3-1 in the end. That felt like
Everyone's catching up to them since they've been playing more. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, definitely a real factor.
Like I mentioned, when you've got these guys that are putting in the hours in a very, very
But damn.
day across all of Europe. So now Zero Tenacity was so
I was close as fuck.
to actually making this a very
VP still up too, though. Zero Tenacity. I mean, I don't know. I actually kind of like the triple duelist thing.
It's really just a case of getting it across the line. They won't care how. They just care that they're able to make this 2-0.
The triple with the triple with the Ultron to make everybody a tank.
And we just saw Iron Fist, Iron Man, double Ultrons, and
Didn't play bad either. Maybe we just got to ban Torch first. I don't know.
When it comes down to
Maybe we just got to ban Torch first.
To these final pushes, to these elimination matches, if you've got something in your back,
But yeah, I don't even feel like Fi's like doing that much on Torch, to be honest.
time to just wait around and say, oh, I don't know, guys, you pulled that trigger, and both
They let Sparker move too freely. I don't know.
Both these teams have now is to
That's so close. I don't even know if they really have to change that much from that last map.
Some time. All of these teams have sort of set themselves up for season 2 of EMEA, but that's months away, right? Like the meta's going to look changed. We're going to have multiple more characters added into the game. Yeah, like there's going to be a very different look. So if it's the last that we see of Z10, they have one map to decide whether that's going to be the case or not. It's going to be a very different style of game. So if there's any tricks up their sleeve right now with the way that they go about the draft, the compositions, even the heroes like we saw with a little bit of Moon Knight, now is the time to use them.
I've been seeing in the chat in between the games that people are saying, who hasn't been played yet? The answer is Thor, who did receive a couple changes, allowing them to cancel that Awakening rune for a Storm Surge. At this point, with all these options and almost every hero actually being played so far, you know what? Maybe it's time. Give it a go. But we'll have to find out if they're going to take that risk. As we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, we'll find out if Zero Tenacity can begin the...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Z10 wins, guys. I think it might be over. I think it might be over, unfortunately. VP too good. VP too good, man. But it was close. Yeah, I don't know how Knut died there. Let me go back. We got time. Let's go figure out how Knut died. What happened? He just got deleted by Sparker in the sky.
Don't need to finish out the map.
What happened? What's up, Obey? Miami sent FaZe home. Oh shit, really? Did he take a body shot from Vi? They're in invisible boundary. He can't be seen. Damage boost. Knut ults. Oh, the boundary went down. He just got shot once by Fi and then once by Saipe. No, not by Saipe, but once by Fi, one by Sparker. Well, let me see this. You got the... Okay, he just got one shot, hit by Fi, one shot hit by Sparker. And they didn't have ult yet either. I guess he just shouldn't have ulted, I don't know. Or got bubbled. What happened to their bubble? He used it now. Okay, Ducky used... Okay, I see. He used his... Ducky used his bubble. Oh, no, that was Finzy's bubble. What happened to Ducky's bubble? Oh, he bubbled now. So they didn't have bubble for him when he ulted. And then they lost. Because it wasn't off cooldown. So Ducky maybe played a little bit too aggressive. But maybe he could have had it here. Oof. But that was the end of that. That was the end of that right there. If they just won that one fight, it would have been over. Would have been over. What was that clipping back here? What the fuck was that clipping back here? Bro, what was I doing back then? Back 5 minutes ago. What's this? What am I looking at? Oh, that was a Doctor Strange shield.
That could be the last stand.
The Doctor Strange shield moment.
They found themselves 2-0 down in his best of 5. The lower bracket final just.
That's why he aims at a wall, because you can get around. It's like curved. It's like curved in like a weird fall off angle. Because he definitely blocked it, but then the radius of the Iron Man just like went around it for some reason.
Yeah, they're gunning for the grand finals.
Nice.
Qualification for the mid-season finals.
Strange shield moment.
Not an acceptable finish. Now he can pull out.
The breakdown is as such. 4th place, $20,000. 3rd place, $25,000. 2nd place, $35,000.
That's a lot of money.
And 1st place, $70,000.
That's a lot of money.
That is a pretty big jump. While that's a lot of money from 4th all the way up to 2nd.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then I will be back. Opening up COD League to see FaZe lose. Wait, they got 3-0'd? What the fuck? Bruh.
They were so close.
Rest in peace, Simp, the guy that everybody says looks like me. Oh, wait, let's see the band phase first, then go to the bathroom. Actually, wait, no, let's use this time to... I'll look at it afterwards. One second, we'll be back.
Start changing the measurements of maps to how many textures it is instead of meters. It's a shame, I guess, for both teams to not be playing out the EMEA Frost, as they've both been big fans for it. Nevix is a little bit sad because he's been very keen on picking her up and playing, but the Magneto is sort of slotted in nicely for both sides. Zero Tenacity going for the Protect first, which means that Virtus.pro get to take out both EMEA and also the Loki.
Sticking pretty standard so far. Magneto going to be protected for Zero Tenacity as well, so we get the mirrored mags just like we have been so far for the last couple games. Emma's removed, mags protected, and there's the Loki mirrors. So far, exactly mirrored, just in a different order.
I feel like this really just leans into Virtus.pro. Like, the reason that they were such a strong team for the longest time is because a lot of the pick bans, because it didn't have a system like this one, were mirror matchups. And if you play up against Virtus.pro in a mirror matchup, you just lose. They just play it better, no matter what it is. Zero Tenacity have been very good at being able to sort of play around the draft and enable some really exciting compositions, but it hasn't really come to fruition, at least for this series.
One-sided Wolverine so far. There is a chance that Virtus.pro could protect it if they wanted to maybe bring it out themselves. There are so few characters with percentage damage left in the game. Wolverine and Iron Fist are the only ones that immediately come to my mind, as Wanda lost hers. We're going to see that Punisher taken away by Virtus.pro, not wanting Knudden or Smashness to get their hands on that, where they can just try and melt through the frontliners, especially on a map like this, where if you are able to get these good positions, you could really break defenses very easily.
Could make all the difference.
I'm a little bit worried at the protection for Virtus.pro having that Human Torch. I mean, on this map, it's open skies for the most part. Zero Tenacity might move over towards having the Ultron and stuff, but yeah, it is tricky. I think forcing flyers is good because, like I mentioned, it puts Fire into that position of whether you play the Human Torch, if it's available, or if he has to move over towards Star-Lord, because I don't think Sparker plays it all that much, I don't think.
I don't know how much of this is making it out of spawn, because they are currently on the Black Panther and the Iron Fist as their duelists. I don't think that will make it out. We'll have to see as the teams make their way in. It could be solid if they wanted to go hyper-aggressive, but it is so risky to try and bring in something like that when you already know your opponents play the thing. Going double melee mobile characters, having all those dashes removed could be devastating.
Maybe last orders at the bar for Zero Tenacity if they lose out on this map. Virtus.pro looking to be clean after their losses yesterday against Berber Patspim. A map that they are very good at playing around the objective, and Zero Tenacity have also had good results on this historically as well, so no surprise that it ends up coming here. But a loss added to their name prior to this game. Virtus.pro actually have got Sparker on the Black Panther.
I'm happy with one, as long as it's not both. If they were going Black Panther, Iron Fist, and that Captain America, it would certainly be a quick roll on the first point. But getting those portal in and then immediately bringing in the thing could shut that down so fast. But Zero Tenacity for now are just trying to laser fire out of the sky as they're sticking with this Ultron Iron Man composition, trying to unibeam. Vi's trying to land the shotgun shots, and neither one is coming ahead on this duel. Nevix will be the first to fall on that Captain America, and down goes Vi, finally picked up by Smashness, and Lugia finding Fincy and taking them into the abyss.
On themselves some nice picks, so they've wasted pretty much a minute of the thought allocated right at the start of Central Park. The switchover is going to be having the Ultron in the sky to pair up with Vi on that Human Torch. Nevix on the Captain America. See if he can leap in. Really, there isn't too much to
Chair stream. They're vacuuming out there.
Just the aerial fighters themselves.
What am I missing? VP's been held for a minute so far? Hold up, what?
He has the pulse cannon, but the majority of these targets are up in the sky, not grouped up together.
Oh, they got the same comp again. What's the difference? Wait, they just got the same comp again? Honestly, it was close. It's the exact same comps. Lugia got Nevix off the map. Huge. Huge. Honestly, it was pretty close. Ultron comp moment. I wonder if VP is going to eventually try to play like, I don't know, Namor shit. Oh, he actually connected on it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I got frozen. Oh, no, Lugia grabbed him out of the sky. Dude, Lugia is fucking going Dicko mode right now. Wait, Lugia actually hard carrying right now. Wait, Lugia's crazy. He canceled the supernova, pulled them off the map. Oh, got eaten. Okay, Canoon's kind of trolling a little bit, but fine. Maybe they asked they couldn't bubble him. I don't know. Mag saves ult for Iron Man ult, and it just kind of Jover, no? But that was almost crazy from Lugia, though. Because he also picked off Finzi earlier with the ult.
Supernova thrown down. Yeah, fate both worlds means that all of the bodies are starting to congregate for Zero Tenacity.
Ultron comp change.
Take the roll up their misery, not quite. Lugia though with the portal play leaving through, seeing if he can find this.
Nothing dies. Nothing lives, nothing dies.
For Zero Tenacity. Less than a minute left on the clock. One hold here, and it might be a pretty short map if they're able to have a good attack inside themselves. But that might be thinking too far into the future. This Virtus Pro team is very hard.
Wait, was Sentinels even playing it with the Ultron? I don't remember. Sparker with a free ult.
The rest of Virtus Pro turned around and said, "We're fine, we're good. Let's throw the power back at them."
Big eye? Big eye, Bagamoto. Holy ducky.
Make sure that he's taken back to spawn for the time being. And Vinci being thrown around the map for the time being. Fi trying to dodge this very angry rodent that's on the ground.
Nice block.
Fighting in. Another pulse cannon being used, not connecting onto anything from Knudsen. And a Meteor M.
Good dodge. Plus boundary. Okay, how does Z10 choke this? Wait, Nevix is one. Big ult. Okay, how do they choke this? Hey, what's up, Melio? What's up, baby? Congrats. Good shit, brother. Oh, yeah, they choked it. No choke, I guess, but more like they just lost. Sen used it with res comp and cloak, didn't they? Yeah, I think so. Congrats, Melio. EU Grand Finalists, Rand. Probably the best team in EMEA. Huge for Mr. Melio.
Make this a little bit less abrasive.
John Rivals.
That first point took pretty much everything that they had available.
Yeah, okay, so they didn't use it with the Ultron comp.
They have at least that security of taking a fight here with the fate of both worlds for Oasis. That, however,
And it was just like a random sporadic thing.
available for the time being, but a pulse cannon might not be too far off for Knut with the amount of suppressive damage.
Sparker's also over to Wolverine now, off of their own Ultron, which is interesting, considering I feel like he's actually doing pretty well on Ultron. But I don't mind. I mean, Wolverine's pretty giga-busted. Peel. Wait, okay, they had the passive, so it doesn't die to that shit. Truly a Wolverine moment. Oh my god, how is he alive? Sort of slight staggered himself. Well, okay, they still have a chance. Wait, Knut's still alive back here? What the fuck? Knut? Okay, it's fine. Iron Man moment. Dude, Smash has not gotten anything out of these ults. Oh, it didn't matter. Space created for Lugia. Space created. Space created. 47 seconds left. Okay, guys, they're going to choke it again somehow. They're going to cap ult. Ducky has to... I know you can't really hit a Meteor M into that. What's going to fucking happen? Ducky's going to have to save ult for Phi. Finzy's saving for Knuten. Actually, he doesn't even need to, maybe, because Knuten's not going to... Well, no, he probably does. Whiny with Boundary. They early rushed. What? Froze. Ducky meets it. Ducky needs to find something with this right now, but they can't because there's cap ult. So it's like a fuck ton of overhealth. And then the Supernova still finds some pretty good value. Knuten has ult in the Boundary this time. Eaten by Meteor M. And there he is. They're just dead. No shield for Oasis. I mean, we can't Iron Man ult against Magneto now. Now Finzy's caught on, and they're not bubbling the right people. Ducky didn't bubble Oasis. But also, I don't know how you're supposed to bubble react to that. It's like preemptively bubble your Iron Man, but then what after that? They're not gonna. He doesn't Meteor M the Iron Man. He Meteor M's your backline after that. So if anything, I mean, he might swap. I don't know. Is Knut going to swap? To what, though? Storm? Maybe Storm?
Elimination's pretty even, all things considered, but Virtus Pro just
no, he's staying. Is Lugia top Wolverine? He's definitely done a lot of carry things. I mean, Wolverine's also not a very hard hero, but I think he's been like doing some great crazy shit on it for sure.
Trying to see if his last stand could find as much success as Lugia's.
I mean, I get that you want to use like the Iron Man ult with the react, and you have a bubble to counter whoever gets hit by the meteor. But dude, Knut's getting the hardest pocket of his fucking life. Jesus Christ.
As they drop the range of Ultra for the extra sustain, and we see Zero Tenacity taking that first hit from Sparker and able to hold the line, but they burnt an ultimate to do so. Sparker,
ooh, that was cute.
That was a very well set
Shift into Last Stand. Maximum Pulse. He gets it off this time, but Phi with the Supernova. Oh my god, turn the first original right click into a tornado, burn them to a crisp. Usually you see the Torch players just right click, ult, and then the first little bit becomes a tornado. And it actually got kills this time. Yeah, but dude, VP keeps winning in these situations. Ducky can't get kills through cap ult. Captain America's pretty good. Pretty good hero. Knut found Phi though, somehow. A cloak ult. Oh, Invis doesn't have ult yet. Yep. It might be over for Z10, guys. It might be over for Z10. It might be done. Might be done.
Yeah, Zero Tenacity being so good. It's just like one fight. I'm running out of fumes when it matters. Just not really keeping up with the stamina, I suppose, that Virtus Pro being able to put together as a team. Having to finish out the map is tough. And it could have realistically been Zero Tenacity holding onto the first point alone. So that's got to do a lot of damage to morale. You have to finish out, and you have to go for another round on this attacking side to do a little bit better. That's the goal that Virtus Pro has drawn in the sand. But now that you're having to go for an attack yourself, Zero Tenacity, how are things going to change?
Nevik so far has been dropping a consistent Vibranian W, getting the turnarounds, deflecting those invincible pulse cannons, and as such, Canudan has yet to lock in. Do they want to keep with this Iron Man? Oh, yes. It's time. When you get in this situation,
Thanks, Aubin.
you know it's time to try something. You need to bring out anything. What do? It's time.
I'm just cold and then to put a jacket on. All right, let's see what happens here.
With the Lunar Snow buff,
Are they going to change things up, actually, or...
is it enough to stop Zero?
What's the vibe? What's the vibe?
From locking down Virtus Pro and creating an opening.
It is pretty much through the fire and flames.
Hawkeye.
Zero to Nasty, win or loss, have to carry on.
All right, they're really saying fuck it now.
For a dive, see if he can catch
Fuck it, we ball.
out, but unfortunately not able to connect. And you're right, the Hawkeye's
I don't know if the Hawkeye's the play, though. We'll see.
Even tweets, just the numbers brought down a peg or two. So you still wonder if Canuta can
The problem is the Hawkeye's easily killable. Lugia again with the okay, killed Sparker, just traded it.
The Wolverine on the other side, but he's taken himself out in the process at the same time.
Enforcement distance a little bit shorter for the attackers, so Zero Tenacity do get the benefit of that. Fi trying to chase them down, though, taken out by Smashness. And Zero Tenacity, slow but steady, creeping forwards. Frost Arrow at the ready, gets the lockdown onto Nevix. They're looking for an opening. Lugia taking out Fincy. It's slow, it's working. They're trying to get onto that cap, who's forced to back away, chase into the hallway as that timer begins to tick up, and Canudan is happy to just dual cap in melee if need be.
Hold up, winnable, winnable.
And the dive is trying to go in onto the back line, and you do have the Hunter's Sight being used. You've got the Eternal Bond also trying to leave Virtus Pro a chance.
All right, Ducky, all right. No cap wall, so they don't live through it this time. That looks a little bit too late. Doesn't matter, though.
3 players from Virtus Pro fighting tooth and nail for every single moment of time. Even if this is a lost battle, they want to keep things flying on and force now both of the support ultimates from Zero to Nasty at the same time. That could be a little bit of a mistake if it wasn't for Lugia finding a lot more of this control.
Finzi has ult, but no heals.
Off the back of the last stand is going to keep Virtus Pro's numbers down to
Hero's dead. Okay, wait, winnable for them? Maybe? No. I mean, 3v6 now.
Filling up the elimination feed on the right.
Did he try to ult?
It's only up
This didn't look very winnable.
had to give this up.
They make their way in. Zero Tenacity grab the point on the attack here. Fine, went all in once again for the last-ditch effort. We saw it last time. They went for a double on what I'm going to call the Fire Fist here, but they got picked off both times. They found no value, just tried to get it for the sustain, but guess what? You're up against a Wolverine.
Won't be able to watch the cast today. I got a football game to watch. Football? Like American football? Wait, is it preseason or is this like actual soccer? Wait, is Lugia on default crosshair? What the fuck did I just see? Ew.
Onto the Wolverine again. So now, I mean, so much damage is
Fuck it, just Hawkeye.
You can't say that there's no value to having Hawkeye in this position, and especially when you have a bit more vertical mobility.
Wait, if they win with the Hawkeye, that'd be so funny, though.
For Virtus Pro to deal with this
Oasis
now.
is dead. Feels bad.
Is going to provide some space, but the
Oh, it's... Well, just one team fight loss. Canadian football. That's a thing?
And it seemed to be 5. It's just
We start our season and end in November.
And he hasn't broken a sweat in the process.
Oh, wait, isn't it the one that one YouTuber is a part of? Destroying or whatever?
They could be in trouble. You can see that little snowflake hovering around them as Fi does have that idle aura from Cyper, so they can just keep these duels going. Zero Tenacity, though, with 3 minutes to go, plenty of time to try and re-engage it. Looking below as the Wolverines will trade out onto Fincy, and once again they catch him. Now they're looking aggressively onto Fi once again with the chase. It's all hands on deck. Someone catch this, Johnny.
Oh, now Nevix in the middle of the battle does have the freedom charge, and I mean, he's just tapping Hawkeye on the shoulder like what you're looking at, bud, and then just slapping him around the face with the shield. But there's the ultimate coming out again, and it's just really a case of trying to pull some shots, and Sparker is just being
he was a part of it. It's the same as American with less ads. Wait, that's kind of just better then. Holy shit. At least it's not college football. I've heard college football is terrible. I've seen college football is terrible. Oh my...
Oasis and Ducky taking them out here.
It's also 3 downs. Wait, what? 3 downs? Bigger field, bigger ball.
Blast takes them down. Finally, they will get 5 for the revenge, which will be a stagger, as we're very close to Zero Tenacity's spawn. They might be able to try and take this. Canoonan has given up on this Hawkeye, brings out the Star-Lord to try and duel in the air.
And Lugia, middle of the fight, not being able to see much as the Terra Capers hit him slap bang in the middle of disengagement, but the leap is going to bring Ducky out. Sparker's trying to see if he can sort of match some.
Uh-oh. DC, did I? What the fuck was that?
Meteor M creating a lot of space, a lot of bodies, and even though he tries to dodge the barrier that was coming up, that metallic curtain from Finzi, it's not able to find anything at all. Vi with a supernova again, able to get a little bit of mitigation off the back of the cloak and dagger. He gets caught out just as the supernova was used, but he's able to stay himself alive, to stay afloat, and there's a lot more damage being done. Sparker with the last stand on his side, not really leading towards any eliminations, but Zero Tenacity's time, the wick is starting to burn down, and just over a minute left.
Galactic Legend being committed, but the Eternal Bond is keeping Virtus Pro topped up through this fight.
It's more about field positioning strategy, huh? That's crazy. No, four downs not being there is like insane. Also, yeah, it's kind of over. I'm thinking Z10. Maybe best shot was map 2. Actually, yeah, map 1 was kind of Jover. They kind of just got fucked. Because triple res versus the Namor stuff on Hall of the Jolly was not going to work ever. Or sorry, Burn at the Chaw was never going to work. And then game 2, it just all path actually was not bad on triple duelist with the Wolverine. But Putin died last fight with like a Hela and body shot from the Ultron, and it was pretty much over.
20 seconds left on the clock, but in fact,
tough game for Mr. Canute, man.
He gets grabbed by Sparker on the other side, but he's able to.
They did pull Fi in.
Fi's been taken out, however, which means that
games aren't over when the 3-minute warning happens. I've been in the game that ended an hour and a half after regulation. Oh shit! So the 4 downs makes football unbalanced. Confirmed. Sparker again with an ult. Wait, maybe. They have a lot of ults though. Z10. Lugia. No, too far. Galactic Legend met by support ult. Meteor M needs to go far. Nice. Okay, okay. Okay, Ducky. Okay. I see you. I see you, Ducky.
Tenacity latch on to a single opening. That door is their last hope. If they can stay on this card until those doors open, they're still in. If Virtus Pro keep it shut, it's all over.
Huh.
Ooh, Supernova is on the horizon, and Nevix is going to run it with a freedom charge.
Supernova from Fi. Wastes his ult.
But that's enough damage onto the point that's going to make this uncomfortable even through the
Sparker has ult after though. Uh-oh. Oh, he's dead. Wait, what?
He's not going to be close to an invisible boundary. Smash there's not quite there with
hold up. Oh my god, how's Winnie the bubble? Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Ducky got off the point.
But they just hopped off the point for a second. And Virtus Pro take this series 3-0.
Wow.
Virtus Pro set themselves up for another fated rematch with Berber.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
With a freedom charge, so there's no portal play, there's no Doctor Strange's.
What happened, dude?
But that's enough damage onto the point that's going to make this uncomfortable even through the middle of this fate of both worlds required from Oasis.
Why did Ducky get off the... Oh, because he's bubbling. It was a good bubble. It was a really good bubble. It was a really good bubble. No, man. At least, you know what? Canute looks happy. You know what? It was a funny tournament. They made it pretty far. No buying the hentai jersey, though.
Charge, so there's no portal play.
Oh, no. 0.25 it. I mean, that was an insane bubble, but damn, just... He's on the cart. Dude, it's the fucking... Dude, it's the rectangle box, boys. These freaking rectangle box payloads in this map. Wait, why was it going down in overtime anyways? Just because, I mean, it just does anyways, I suppose, over time. When did the recap happen? That's the big thing.
Fate of both worlds required from Oasis. When he's not going to be close to an invisible boundary smash, there's not quite there with the Rage of Ultron.
Now, because Ducky got off cart for a split second of bubble, so he got off cart. Recap happened, and it was over. Whew. That's a lot of pressure on Ducky. But, I mean, that's what happens when you only run one Vanguard.
The Virtus Pro, they're going to be happy that this story continues on, despite the fact that yesterday didn't go to their plan. But it does set up that final lower...
Community chat said, GG's everyone, this is it for us. Thanks for supporting us. I'm proud of my entire team and want to thank everyone for watching. Hey, it was a game. Good game. L, no jersey. Yeah, no jersey.
China, so it's a scary game if you're a bit of a Patpim.
Damn. All right, GG chat. I got to go. I got to get ready for my cast. So I will, I'm heading on out of here. Thanks for coming to the stream today. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'll try to do another coach stream later tonight after the match is done. So I'm doing the first 2 games on the official broadcast. And then we talked to Boger early on. And then after that, we have to watch... We'll do a coach stream afterwards, depending on how tired I am. But I probably should be okay. All right, GG's chat. Go watch the official broadcast. I'll be there and in like an hour. See ya.